If you come at these kings, you best not miss.
Hey,
What's good, everybody?
shout out to Gabe.
Yes, indeed, SOTG.
Yeah,
If you know, you know. Hey, how y'all fellas feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
So gotta be feeling good after a win.
Yeah,
Look,
hell yeah.
Ended the Giants season already.
man, that's the most beautiful part about all of this is
Pour one out for him.
hey,
We intend to start Russell Wilson next week. Like
hey.
that's gonna change anything with that O-line.
Yo, it was so glorious because like we said, you know, the only part that sucked was we didn't blow them out by 60 like we should have, but they understood how bad it really was. Like they didn't come out of that with no false sense of if this would have happened or that would have happened like they did last year. They understood, and we just got our asses packed the hell up out of them Northwest and sent home, right? So that was the beautiful part about it. It wasn't no arguing. It wasn't no if this would have happened that. Nah, they understood. Hey, y'all could have scored 40 on us, but y'all didn't. So
yeah, that's what I've been seeing around Giants land too. They're so they're extremely pessimistic. They hate the season. They're ready to go into next year, and they're giving us our props. They're like, yeah, man, it could have been way worse than what that score looks like.
It's wild because I was trying to just be like one of 6 teams that had to beat them to get to about mid-October for them to understand that they shit was done. I didn't realize we were gonna do it in literally 1 week. That was beautiful to see them.
Giants fans, like your boy Bad Dog was talking crazy. His crash out has been hilarious to watch. Capizzo called us out. I'd never seen so many MFers in one video after the game. Yeah. They really thought they had exciting football to watch in 2025, and all it took was about 45 minutes real time to realize they did not.
It was that preseason, man.
It'll do that to you. You start to really feed it. That's what I said. Hey, let them have it, bro. We've been there before.
Yes.
That's the bad part is we saw it coming a mile away. We've been there before when you convinced yourself. At least with Sam Howell, we went 2-0 to start the season off, right? At least we fed into the BS, and then they gave us 2 wins. That Denver win, like the first game against Arizona was ass.
Yeah, that shit
right?
sucked.
And so you started to doubt, and then we go to Arizona. I mean, we go to Denver, and they do that shit, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
We might have something.
Hold up now.
Yeah. So we right out of the gate, right out of the packaging, they realized quick. And I tried to tell them, you're not winning anything with Russell Wilson. And not that this was Russ's fault. Their offensive line stinks.
Yep.
It stinks.
And then they thought they were still going to beat us without Andrew Thomas. Where did this delusion of grandeur come from? Where did they think that they were going to beat a team that was in the NFC Championship last year? Oh, they're just the Commanders still. Like, where did all of this confidence come from? And God bless them, man. Get your mock drafts ready, man. It's time for. I know them joints on the printers hot and ready right now. Like
it was preseason, man, but they realized they had too much dip on their chip.
Way too much.
Funniest thing to me was Brian Burns crying about Jaden talking to him and laughing at him.
He talked too much.
Hey, that man was smiling at him as he turned the corner on him.
He showed every teeth. He showed every tooth.
Hey, that man looked back at him as he's smoking him around the corner and laughed at him.
And Jaden's response at the presser today made it even funnier, bro.
Yo,
way better.
That shit was hilarious. Bro.
Don't even sound like me.
like, come on now.
I said something,
like
but I ain't say that.
Like, come on, man. Bro, really, really tripping because I don't even talk like that. But I like to have fun. Man, I love my quarterback, man.
That boy be out there yapping his ass off, man.
Yeah, you do.
So you saw it like live in the game, like him laughing with Abdul Carter like trying to wave him off, like leave me alone type stuff. I love it. I love the fact we have a guy that's talking.
Yeah, he's and it don't be no malicious shit. So it don't make you want to hit him harder. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make you want to ease up on him, but he like Mahomes. I don't know if y'all can't like it's like I think that's just how Jaden wired. But some dudes do it for like a psychology thing. Like, I know Mahomes, he nice to dudes just because he like, I don't want to piss him off. You know what I'm saying? I want to get on their good side. You know, so you'll always see Mahomes after somebody hit him, he'll pat him on the helmet. Man, good hit, man. Good hit. Right? Be on that type of shit. But Jaden, he just having fun, bro. Like he truly loves playing football.
He loves this shit, bro.
Yeah.
He loves it so much, bro. Bro, the plays that he missed, the overthrows, the passes he had a little bit too much heat on, he is cheesing and laughing, bro. I'm telling you, Sunday afternoon was a joint practice for us. It was not a first game of the regular season.
It was only that way because we were of the opponent, bro.
Yep.
If we were playing somebody good, it wouldn't have been all. Because let me ask y'all.
Boy, was cheesing after missing Terry and missing Debo. Like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, I was like, man, we probably about to hit him again the way he was laughing.
When you were watching this and you saw how the shit was playing out, because you could see they not finna get this 40 burger or even this 30 piece that they supposed to get, and you can see where the shit was going. And when they got the field goal to make it 14, first of all, Dabo was way too excited from that 55-yard field goal. Like,
they don't score in the first game of their season 3 years in a row, so he was happy to see points.
Bro, they haven't scored a touchdown in 3 years in the first game of the season. 40-0 against Dallas.
That's a fireable offense for real.
27-6 last year and 21-6 this year. They haven't scored a touchdown in 3 years.
Disgusting.
They're improving. The scores are getting a little closer. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Giants. Giants.
But as you were watching this, was there ever any doubt? Was there ever a moment when you went, we gonna mess around and they gonna beat us, or we gonna mess around and this shit gonna be way closer than it need to be at the end? Were you ever in that frame of mind watching this game?
No, they were so scary, man. Like, we had the goal line standing, right? So Dietrich gets the penalty, and then we stopped them 3 times in a row. And I'm like, they might as well go for it again on that 4th down.
Same.
At this point, you were encouraging them like, hey, go for this shit so we can get this career. So they can get no points out of this.
This is y'all only chance. Like, y'all can't be scared if y'all want to win this game. Y'all not going to beat us with field goals. You're going to have to score a touchdown. And then they decided to kick field. I was like, yeah, y'all not really about it for real.
Nope.
But no, I was happy we beat Russ. You know, he did a little dance on us last year. So I was like, back to that. But nah, even with the 12 even with our worst game, 12 penalties, this will probably be the most undisciplined game we'll have all season. 12 penalties. And then even the coaching staff, like, we're usually on point with challenges. I thought it was a good challenge by Dan Quinn, but the gaff or the mishap at the end with the not getting a field goal off, like, those are mistakes Cliff doesn't make, Dan doesn't make, Jaden doesn't make. Like, we don't make mistakes like that. We're usually really, really on point with the clock. But this was a game where you could have mismanagement with the clock. We had 0 timeouts with 8 minutes left, and we still didn't feel any type of problems or any type of, you know, them coming back on us or anything like that. So this is probably going to be our first coached clock managed game, and I still didn't feel any type of them trailing us from behind. Honestly, I really didn't. And then I know we'll talk about the pass rush later, but I didn't feel much from their pass rush either. Like, Dexter Lawrence was radio silent, so like I just didn't feel any pressure or anything like that. Malik Neighbors, we did a great job keeping him in check. You know,
yeah, I was ready to get Rio for that because Rio was talking all that shit when we was trying to do these picks. Like, Malik was finna flame us.
He ended up about 6 yards off of it, but y'all right. Y'all right.
Yeah.
Y'all right. Y'all definitely was right. Y'all definitely was right about 17.
It's hard to predict that a rookie corner is gonna be on an island with Malik Neighbors and do that well of a job, bro. That's insane, bro.
The man knocked the ball away out his hand and put the seatbelt on his ass, bro. I buckled his ass up. I said, man, we got one, bro. Even the pass interference was smooth, bro. Even that little grab.
Hell yeah. I was cool with it. I was like, I ain't even mad at it.
Even that shit was smooth as hell.
He may not call that every time type of thing. Yeah.
They don't always call that because he let him go and then he challenged it and he still caught the ball. But I was like, even that shit was clean, bro. That was a clean ass PI right there. So, like,
I don't think people understand how tough cornerback and quarterback are the toughest positions to make a jump from college to the NFL as a rookie. But yeah, it's a big gap between them two and any other position in the NFL. Right. So not only is a rookie corner, your first game as a rookie corner, and then you're not Quinion Mitchell last year with safety help. Like those were like on islands. The fact that Joey Jr. even trusted him to do that. We're sitting there rushing forward with the D line. Why is
there no safety help over the top? Right.
Yeah, like why is Tre'Davious Amos even on an island with Malik Neighbors if we're only rushing forward in the D line? I guess everybody else is doing something else, but that's just insane trust and execution. So, and trust from Joey Jr. and execution from Trey Amos already on a top 7 wide receiver, the best receiver in the division.
I never felt concerned about this one, and whenever I was gonna ask y'all what that happened on Sunday afternoon in our game, what elicited the biggest reaction from y'all on Sunday? Like, what was
good or bad?
Like, good or bad? What elicited the biggest reaction? I know I couldn't believe my eyes when Chris Moore popped up on my
I knew
TV
it.
screen.
I knew that's
when Chris Moore popped up. First of all, when I heard that he was being elevated to the active roster, I wanted no parts of that. But that play was beautiful. It was beautiful. This kid didn't even like break stride, roll into the right, throws this perfect sideline pass. Chris Moore, he must have, the payment plan must have cleared for his hands because them ain't the preseason hands. He got some regular season hands. He must have went from Afterpay to Klarna. You know what I'm saying? He financed some new toes, and that hyped me up. I'm not gonna lie, that turned me up. Cause I said, oh, that's what type of day it's gonna be. Chris Moore out here making the second longest or the longest catch of the day for the team. Shout out to Chris Moore, man. That play excited me. I've watched that play at least 100 times.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of things that my emotions were all over the place because I was calm about us when I was just pissed off because I really wanted to blow them out. I think what elicited one of the biggest reactions from me was when he missed Terry. Oh, come on, 5.
It's a week 1 tradition here now.
It is. He did the same shit in Tampa on first possession of the third quarter.
Exactly like it.
Yeah, the same exact thing, bro. Like
Terry routed that boy up.
Oh my God, he cooked him on that double move, bro. Cooked him.
And Terry can't even run a double move, and he cooked him on that joint, bro.
Cooked him on that shit, bro. That man did a whole pirouette after that damn fake post, and I said, "Yo, Jaden, bro." He was like, all he could give me was a smile, man. I can't even be mad at him. I wanted to be mad, and he was like, "Bro, my bad, bro. I'm gonna get you next time." And I'm like,
that's that. Hey, that's that missing out on the offseason, holding out for that contract.
Yeah, I was that. So that elicited a pretty big emotion from me. I mean, that and the Bill touchdown.
Oh my God, the Bill big run.
I was already sold. You already had me with the 40 yards he had before the 42-yarder. I was already sold. Yeah. Some of them cuts and the patience and all. I was like, yeah, no, we got us one. And then he's legit. The 42-yarder just was icing on the cake.
He's legit, man.
That 42-yarder should have been a 95-yarder if Terry could get that block on.
Yeah, that block would have sealed it. He would have been out of there. Safety wouldn't have existed.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes back to the point, like I think it was earlier today, Terry said like he knew Ja'Cory was real when he saw like a clip in meetings, which shows that like he didn't get to see Ja'Cory a lot throughout the offseason run. So he probably wasn't all the way sold on, let me go contribute to this block because you never know if he can hit a home run any given play. And so now after that one, he's probably like, yeah, let me make sure I block every play because this guy can house it.
This ain't B-Rob no more. You got to readjust and rewire your brain. He's thinking, I don't got a block on the backside. He ain't breaking no shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Rob ain't breaking a damn thing, right?
Bill's 42-yard run was longer than B-Rob's career.
We already knew the chair shot was coming, Ed.
Was for 40 yards, and JCM gets a 42-yard run in his first game as an NFL player.
We already knew you had the chair set up on B-Rob's head, and you was going on the top rope. The elbow dropped that shit onto his face.
I just had
and show the bottle for good measure.
Hey, while we're here, what B-Rob did on Sunday, Ed? I bet you know his whole stat line.
9 for 33, I think.
Yeah.
You knew he did.
Hey, why was it so quick?
3.7 yards a carry, you know. He did a B-Rob.
Hey, Ed was out there watching 49ers fans crash out on Sunday afternoon. Anyway, Ed was all over all of that shit, bro. Ed was enjoying himself. It was like, this is just as much fun as watching the game itself. It was in paradise, bro.
Jacory stuff is crazy, man, because I feel like a lot of people are forgetting he only had 10 carries. Like, that is insane, bro. He did all of that and impacted the game that much with 10 carries, yo. And then the fact that he was like one of the main blockers on that Deebo Samuel rushing touchdown.
Oh my God.
He's gonna play a lot because of that.
Boys be blocking on this. John Bates is like
He's Terminator, bro.
I feel like he's a Pro Bowl lineman at tight end.
Literally.
Yeah.
The Jacory long run, every big play we had, John Bates is somewhere blocking one or two people out of the play.
He shot a hoops mixtape on Sunday.
Hey, facts. Facts. It's like he is. I forgot. I was watching a movie and I forget what movie it was. I think it was The Old Guard, where if you look at the picture, the lady was in the picture in every single like major
what's the Old Guard
event that happened over the last like 200 years, right? That's John Bates in the run game. Like any big play that happens offensively for us, just look at the picture and John Bates is putting somebody's dick in the dirt somewhere in that picture that you watching. You know, it's amazing. How about Luke getting the pin down block? Because if he doesn't make that block, that shit doesn't happen, bro. He gets caught from
behind. And it
was
Abdul Carter, bro. He's the one that sealed it. He blocked Abdul Carter better than Ben Sinnott at any point yesterday.
Man, Ben Sinnott was getting worked over. He almost blocked 3 punts, bro. Ben Sinnott was getting worked.
Tressway is hurt. That was the Ben Sinnott for the Tressway back injury. Thanks a lot.
DNP today. He's gonna play, but DNP today again.
I mean, we trying out punters. Is he gonna play?
Yeah, he's gonna play. But they just as a precautionary measure, they want to have somebody on speed dial in case they got to do it. But yeah, I mean,
every name like Slovakian too, some type of Nordic last name I can't pronounce. Like
Wasniowski or Winston Chisky or some shit. Sound like phenomenal attorneys, both of them names. Tax attorneys and shit.
But no, the plays for me, of course, was the Deebo end around. We got to give some love to special teams ace Nick Ballore, man.
Oh man,
demon.
Yes,
like that was a big hit. I tweeted out, I was like, I got to wake up every morning to watch that Nick Ballore hit to just get my juices going, man. And he actually tweet, which is funny too.
Hey, Nick got the longest neck I've ever seen.
The picture of what he looked like, and everybody was like, "Well, I didn't know what he looked like, but he looked like somebody to hit like that."
No, Nick definitely got my attention last year, so I knew what he was even in Seattle. He was a fiend for the Seahawks.
Oddly built in uniform person, but he's a special teams demon, yo.
We got so many demons on special teams, bro.
He set the tone for defense. Like he literally set the tone. The way he did those hits, our defense came out playing with their heads on fire because of him.
A low key hit too as well. Will Harris, he was out there hitting too. I was impressed.
He was flying around.
Reeves,
Harris, Reeves.
Revo. Look, we know Revo hit anything moving on the field. Like you, anybody get in the way, bro. Yeah, he friendly fire, all of that. So just don't be in the way because he hitting something, right? He leaving here with something. So I'm happy to see him get on the field and for him to make that play he did on that third down. I was like, good, it's translating over to the actual game. That ain't some preseason shit we saw. You out here hitting dude.
That was play recognition. That wasn't the hit was great too. But that was more so he read the concept and then broke on it very quickly. Like that's where he's gone to the next level as far as like a safety and not just a pure special teamer.
It was half a second from a fumble too. Like if he would have had a little bit more possession, like it was close to a fumble too. But it was like
it was close. It was very close. All he was missing was a step. Right, because he was in the process of putting the ball away. We don't like nice things. The ball was right there. Russ got hit. The ball is laying right. It's like 3 commanders, bro. Like, oh my God. It reminded me of the Eagles. I had like a PTSD like flashback to that Eagles fumble from last year on Thursday Night Football because it literally was laying right there, and Russ still ended up coming up with it. And then we pick him off, and I'm like, Quan about to go straight to the Detroit divisional again on their ass. He about to crib this bitch. And it's a flag, and I'm like, I know this shit on us. Watch.
Yeah, I know immediately when I saw flag down because we're not allowed to have turnovers. We're not allowed to.
I know this shit on us. I was hoping it was like holding or some bullshit, but I just knew deep down inside, that's on us. And then when Quan got tackled, he turned around. He went like this.
Yeah, you already knew.
Yeah,
Before we
yeah,
even got the call in, the way he looked, yeah.
He did that shit. I said, oh, shit, it's on us. I knew it was on us.
Good.
And the crazy part was that was the least impactful hit Russ had taken all day long. Yep. He was getting his ass whooped.
They was tearing his ass up, bro.
Bro, pause.
Oh my God.
They was, some of them hits, Quan hit him one time, Kinlaw hit him one. I was like, oh my God, he's not gonna make it through this game, bro.
It was bad.
That they was getting active, bro.
That's a message to our opponents. That's play if you want to. Be a running quarterback all you want to. You're gonna feel it.
That shit was wild what they was doing to his ass, bro. I was like, wait a minute. That I didn't expect that, you know. Speaking of didn't expect, hey man, your boy was out there. Mr. Ghetto-ness was out there.
Oh, he was
some dudes up. He was effing some dudes up, bro.
If there's anything he could do is he can hit.
Hey, your boy got in for about 2 snaps. He blitzed on his first snap. T.O., right? Tyler Owens. Man, he met Tyler Owens in the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he hit his Tyler Owens stopped right dead in his tracks. I said, God damn. Did he caught this shit in the flats? First of all,
Amos, hey, good job trying though.
Hey, look,
you know what I'm saying? I respect it.
Amos and Louvu both got some smoke, bro.
Yep.
The second time he did that shit to Louvu said, "Hey man, you a dangerous mother." I don't know if y'all caught that shit on the hot mic. I said, yo, Louvu was like, "Hey, y'all need to get this out the game, bro."
Yeah.
He's nah.
Yeah, no, he has
a Catapult ain't gonna make it to 28 years old as a running back. Like he is not gonna happen.
Yeah,
he gonna be on the defenders.
You say good defenders. Hey, we'll take him, but no, he had the toughest negative 3 yards I've ever seen him.
Yep, ever.
Yeah. And if not for his backup left tackle who he ran into, I don't know if we stop him at the goal line or not.
Yeah, I was wondering why they ain't get that big white boy the ball on the goal line. Y'all out here trying to throw passes when we got Russ running for his life. Y'all don't put big wish.com Riggins in the game and just hand him the ball. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
I just like the fact that teams already respect our run defense that much. I feel like it's a combination of the Giants O-line being sorry, but last year, no matter who our opponent was, would have just ran it up the A-gap 4 times to get a touchdown. They wouldn't even thought about passing it. So I think I just love the fact that within like the first quarter, we already showed enough on run defense with Javon Kinlaw, Deron Payne, and those guys to where they were like, man, maybe we should pass the ball a little bit in this goal line situation. So people out here making business decisions with this run defense we got going on right now.
Scatterboo about to have the fastest case of CDE in the history of the league. He finna be AB next year without all the good years of production.
Question for y'all.
Yes, sir.
Biggest takeaway from the game for you is what? What's the one thing you walked away from that game saying, all right,
we can rush for and get to the quarterback consistently. I feel like that was the most impressive, the thing I didn't expect that exceeded my expectations by far the most out of anything. Like, again, Trey Amos being able to be on the island with Malik Neighbors is probably like a close second. But being able to consistently get pressure with 4 is insane, because that's why the Eagles were so dominant last year. That's why the Broncos are so dominant right now. They have a Pat Surtain that can lock down any receiver. You rush 4, and then the other 6 guys are on the field doing whatever they're doing and making it impossible for the quarterback to have anywhere to go with the ball. So us being able to rush 4 is going to change everything. The fact that we can stop the run and consistently get after the quarterback was insane. I think with Dorrance Armstrong had like 9 pressures. I think he's tied for first with Nick Benito for the most pressures in the NFL. I think Johnny Newton is like 8th or like 10th or something in the NFL with like 5, and then everything everybody else is doing. That's just insane. Like, I mean, our coverage, we improved the cornerback group. I like our safeties. I love the coverage that we're getting in the back end. But if you can rush 4 and get to the quarterback consistently, that's what made me think, even though this is a Giants offense, this is sustainable throughout the entire season.
My biggest takeaway from the game is Deebo Samuel is going to have a Pro Bowl season. Deebo Samuel is going to have a Pro Bowl season because that offense ain't even doing what it needs to do yet, and you can see it. You can see. We were a couple mistimed throws and miscommunications away from an easy 100-yard receiving day for Deebo Samuel versus a good defense. That was a good defense we played against the Giants on Sunday. People can say whatever they want to about how sorry that team is. That's a good defense. That's a good defense, and they added more pieces than they had last year. That Debo Jaden connection they built over the summer is real. We really got two legit options on the outside. And just to build on that point about Debo, when this offense hits on the things they left on the field, I don't see how many teams stop us once we get going.
From scoring 40.
I like I said to y'all when we previewed the game, I said, if 5 is protected, who out there in the league, I don't care how good of a defense you have, because 5 is the X factor to everything. You still got to deal with his legs, right?
Hell yeah. Like Cliff offense got every single person running naked open all day. Zach Ertz is open. Debo is open. Jalen Lane is open. Terry's getting open. Bro, everyone's screaming open the whole game.
Austin Eckler's open. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, this is the problem. And this is why I said, like, you just think about this offense. And if you protect 5, there's Terry, there's Debo. Even Noah Brown had he had the quietest, 27 yards receiving.
It was impactful.
It was impactful. And when I say quiet, it could have been so much louder. He negated his own 18-yard catch by being up all sides.
Offensive all sides.
Like, what are you doing, first and foremost? But
the rare offensive all sides.
This man, it's so refreshing to see all of the weaponry that we have available. And there's no way you can stop everybody on the same play.
Hey, bro, we left about 115 yards on the field, and Jaden still had 300 total yards of offense on Sunday.
Yeah,
versus a good defense.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch.
Y'all said that 5,000 yards. He's on pace for that after this game, and that was a B- game for him.
Yep, that's exactly what I graded him.
Yeah.
For me, I was going to say Debo as well. He's not fat. He's not washed. He's not, slow like everybody was saying over the all season, bashing on him. He put that to bed already. 7 catches for 77 yards. 7 catches.
With a couple drops.
Yeah.
And a 19-yard touchdown run.
19-yard touchdown run was insane.
Oh yeah, y'all could go ahead and stop putting him at kick return. I don't need to see him running back kicks anymore. You go ahead and
the crazy part was, if he doesn't trip,
he's probably
that's a cribber, bro.
Yeah, he was so upset. He felt that. He knew that.
You saw when he got up and he clapped him, bro. That was we were the angle that they had us coming from, which was the back angle. The hole was like this big.
Yeah,
bro.
It was huge, bro.
That's a cribber, bro. It was just a kicker. That was a cribber, bro. So even Lukey, shout out to Lukey, man. Lukey had a nice little return.
He did, bro. He was hype as shit, bro. He was hype like he hit the lottery out,
bro. Hey,
it was a good one too, because our offense needed that at the time too. That was when our offense was a little stale.
Let Debo run the opening kickoff back and don't put him back there for the rest of the game. Maybe put him in the fourth quarter or something, because he's too important. He's too important, bro.
I already said he doesn't need to be back there. Like, I figured they would start the first game of the season off with him back there. And then as we continue on, they're going to realize, get somebody else back there to do that, man. I mean, you can let Luke catch him. You can put Jalen Lane back there. You do whatever you want, man. Like, figure that out. But one don't need to be back there doing that. Yeah, somebody else can do it.
The other point I was going to say, too, is Javon Kinlaw. Like, he's going to be a double.
Oh, my God.
Double teams. I think he got a hit on Russ, too. He got one quarterback hit.
He definitely hit Russ.
He had a whole stat sheet on saying he filled it up.
Bro, the first play of the game.
First play tackle for loss.
He grabbed Tyrone Tracy with one hand, bro. He broke through
a double team, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a double team. He broke through it, grabbed Tyrone Tracy with one hand and pulled him down. I said, oh, that's the type of time we on? That's what we going to do today?
Yep.
He was like, yeah, we've been banging each other all, summer long. Like, it's fun to bang somebody else for a change. And they showed it, bro. Like, straight up. My biggest takeaway was, we're stopping the run this year. We're stopping the run, bro. Like, I don't know if our pressure, I hope you're right, Rico. I hope we can get that kind of pressure all year long, consistently rushing for, not having the blitz and still be able to hit home. I love the action that I saw up front, those twists and stunts, those games they were running were so active. And you can tell the difference when you got 4 dudes that's engaged and no one's being selfish. No Montez Sweat, no Chase Young trying to get theirs. Just everybody on one accord doing the shit the way they're supposed to do it. It's a beautiful thing because they were so in sync and in unison with one another. But we stopping the run this year, bro. I don't care who you are. I think we're going to be able to stop the run consistently. And that is so different because now it puts such an onus on teams to be good on first and second down, doing something other than running the football. And I like how that sets everything up for us defensively. We just got to stay healthy, bro. Because even when Will Harris got up slow, I was like, Will, get up, bro. Will.
Oh my God. I was
Yeah,
concerned.
him and Sanders still scared me.
Yeah, well, Mikey, I knew immediately he had the wind knocked out of him. I could tell just by how he was reacting. And then I saw him touch his sternum area right here. And I was like, okay, yeah, he just got the wind knocked out. I'm like, hey, hurry up. Was anybody else tripping? Because the next two plays, they went straight to Malik Neighbors. Should have been the first one was your boy he grabbed his face mask too.
Definitely.
Slayton. He grabbed Slayton face mask. Then they went to Malik the next play after that. The same damn play too, basically. Same concept. Little wheel route. And they went to Malik and it was underthrown, but he came back and got it. I'm like, hey, Mikey, you got to get back in the game, bro. They are targeting the general. They are coming after him. You got to get back in the game, bro. And I'm glad he did because 2 plays later, they targeted Malik in the end zone. And Mikey had to break that shit up. And I was like, yeah, we need everybody to stay healthy, bro. But if we do that, man, this defense is going to be a problem. Straight up. Did y'all get to watch Green Bay?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to talk about them a little bit later on because got a lot to talk about with them. Anything else y'all want to say about this game before we move on?
Jordan McGee sighting.
Jordan McGee sighting.
Jordan McGee sighting. You know,
Jordan
that was
McGee
nice.
sighting.
We ain't even get nothing. We ain't even get Demon Louvu yet. Yeah, no. I think Louvu gonna show up when these bright lights come on Thursday. We had Russ in hell without sicking screw loose oos on him. So Jordan Love, man, I'm praying for you Thursday.
Yeah.
Joey Jr. was getting really creative too. Like I saw Von Miller out there on first down getting a run stop. Like I mean, he was trying so many different personnel groupings, especially on the D line. I mean, we just went out there. I mean, like Dorrance Armstrong standing straight up over the tackle, no hand in the ground. It was a lot of creativity from Joey Jr.
There were third downs where nobody had their hand in the dirt. Like we were all standing up. Dudes were walking around, and it
you know how fun that has to be in a play in a defense like that where you're just having fun, you're getting creative.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's gonna do what? You know what I'm saying? And they just know that they're gonna handle business anyway. That has to be so fun to play for a coach like that.
Yeah. And Payday Payne, boy, he was on one.
Oh my God. He was on one. He looked like he enjoyed playing football again. And that was what I took away from watching Payne play on Saturday.
That felt like, hey, I'm out of the shadow of Jonathan Allen. That really felt like a real thing, bro. Like he looks different this year, straight up.
And don't forget to vote Ja'Cory Rookie of the Week as many times as you can. And I think Trey Amos deserves Defensive Rookie of the Week as well. Some votes there.
Run it up. Just like bring the belt back like we held it down for Jaden last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can vote as many times as you want. Just keep spamming the joint. But
Payne, about 30.
Yeah, Deron Payne had a couple pass back downs too that were really huge too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up as well, because I seen a lot of people in my chat when we were watching the game. They were crashing out like, Rio, we're not being us. We're not playing our game. We're not going for fourth down today. And I said, because it's not required versus these dudes. It's not. It's not a necessity. Their offense is not going anywhere. We don't have to go for 4th and 2 from the 50 because we're gonna punt it to Russ and he's gonna run for his life when Tressway pins him back there. So
yeah, no, you don't want to give them life by going for it at your, the giant 44-yard line when you could just punt it. And it's not sexy to punt from, the Giants' 48-yard line. But guess what? Pin them and make them drive the length of the field. They haven't shown the ability to do it all day. So don't give them, like, literally, if you know nothing else, if you watched that game last night, I know some of y'all didn't, but the thing that changed that entire game was when Cairo Santos missed that field goal. It gave the Vikings tremendous field position, and they didn't look back after that. Yep. So, like, when a team is struggling, you don't want to give them life. And so that's why I was nervous when we got the punt block, fortunate for us that it was partially blocked and it went forward still than going backwards. Because the last thing we needed was them to get the ball at the Commanders, 22-yard line or some shit like that. Even though they still were struggling to score, all it takes is just one opportunity for them to get in the end zone. So, like, make them drive the length of the field. It wasn't required, like Rio said yesterday, to go for it on fourth down. And a lot, another thing that really hampered us was we weren't in any manageable fourth downs for the most part. Like, we was in 2nd and 19, then we would get a pass to make it 3rd and 11, and then Jaden might scramble, or we might check it down, or we might throw a pass, and it's like 4th and 7, 4th and 8, because we dug ourselves such a deep hole with these penalties that we had. So it was sort of like we were out of sync too with all of that stuff going on.
Yeah, last thing Austin, dude, that one catch he had for 15 yards, I think that was like 2nd and 11 or something like that. We were pinned back as a penalty.
2nd and 19 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, he
that was one of the biggest plays of the game.
Yeah, it was. He made like 3 guys miss, made a guy miss in the phone booth, spun off somebody. It just shows the weaponry we have. Mm-hmm. And a guy like Kendrick Bourne watched that game, and he's like, "Yeah, no, there's just no place for me on this team."
Exactly.
Exactly. I really feel like they had a number for Kendrick Bourne.
1.5 million.
Yeah, it was some really, really low shit that he felt like, come on, y'all gotta come better than that. And then Chris Moore made that catch, and they was like, you know what, we good, bro. We don't even need this.
But Kendrick Bourne, when he was doing the whole tour thing, doing the Instagram showing he was at Dallas and stuff, enjoying the tours and the free meals and stuff from each team and hotel. When he said he was going to wait, I was like, yeah, he's going to see our offense and see there's no place for him. So I knew it was a wrap when he was like, he's going to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to add to your point, Ed, with the Austin Ekeler big play, what I wanted to bring up was I love that, and we did this a lot last year. When somebody makes a mistake, we go right back to them to make up for that mistake, because Austin Ekeler had that false start right before. You could just tell he was motivated, running like a madman on that play where he got 15, 16 yards, made like 4 guys miss. That looked like, MVP of fantasy football, Austin Ekeler from the Chargers on that play. And then you had Deebo Samuel with a couple of drops, and it'd be really soon after that he makes up for it with a big catch. You had the Zach Ertz, where he had the false start, and then he dropped the wide open third down catch that would have been a first down to keep the drive going. The next possession, he gets a touchdown. Then you had Jalen Lane, even though Jaden Daniels did throw it behind him, he had his drop. I think it was like the very next play. They went back to him for something underneath, and then he ran for a first down. So I love the fact that Cliff Kingsbury constantly is just like, hey, go get it back yourself. Like, only you can fix what you broke. And I love that mentality. It doesn't allow guys to get in their head or anything like that. Go get it back right now.
Yeah, that's so true. The Jalen Lane had the weirdest drop I've ever seen in life. This man dropped the ball and immediately tackled the first dude behind him. The shit was so crazy. Go back and watch that drop, bro. The ball goes through his hands, and it's like, I don't know if it's instinct, like, I'm not letting this dude pick it off or whatever. He just turns around and grabs him and tackles him. Like, that shit is so weird. When he dropped that pass, I was like, yo, that's crazy. But I love that mindset of, hey, we gonna come back to you, right? After, something like that happens. I mean, think about Zach Ertz, right? Like, you just brought that up, right? Where he had the false start and the drop on the same drive. They came right back to him on the next possession and threw the touchdown pass. So to him.
Zach Ertz is about to have 400 yards and like 12 touchdowns this year. He's about to get a bunch of red zone targets with no yards, and he's about to go crazy this year. And that's how we're going to extend his career.
Hey, bro.
600 left.
At some point, you've got to understand he's going to bend that route back to the inside, right? Mm-hmm. Like, at some point, I'm just hoping that we don't fall because Jaden knows that shit is there. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to teams got to start buzzing underneath that, right? You see Ertz, you see he's running that route. You're going to just run a linebacker or safety. We're going to
whip it to the outside. Man, I'm telling you, he's going to get so many touchdowns. Jaden loves Zach Ertz.
He does.
I was like, pass interference, at least he might have called us 2 yesterday or Sunday.
He had 2 holding penalties that got us automatic first downs yesterday. Like, he's different, man. Like, that's the beauty of this entire setup is we got so many weapons. You can't just focus in on, you know, this guy or that guy or that guy, because anybody can get you at any time. What'd you guys think of Josh Connolly Jr.'s performance?
It looked like a 21-year-old rookie in his first game versus a really good defensive line. You know, he had his growing pains, he had his baptism by fire, and he still was out there moving. He was still getting hands on guys. It's what you expect out a right tackle who's always played left tackle, is 21 years old and looks like he's my son's age out there on the NFL football field. I like what I saw. There's a lot to obviously grow from there, and it ain't supposed to look like Big 78 on the other side, because he is a eraser.
Yeah.
Your boy Laramie Tunsil erased somebody's spin move at some point in that game and made it look so stupid. Like, never do that again. Like, he made it look so pointless, and it looked like a really athletic spin move, but he just the way he like just completely nullified it was amazing. But yeah, Josh Connolly, my biggest takeaway from him is like, first of all, Rio said a lot of things very well. Like, really, just to build on that, this is going to probably be the worst version we see of him. And the worst version was not bad. That was arguably, I wouldn't say that any individual in that pass rushing group is the best pass rusher in the NFL, but you can argue that group of edge rushers to where there's never a break between those three guys. There's always a guy coming in that you got to be prepared for and be at your A game for. That's arguably one of the best pass rushing groups in the NFL. And this is arguably going to be his worst game, with it being his first game of his NFL career. He's only going to get better from here. So I'm happy with what I saw. He had a couple of moments, but I also feel like one of those sacks he gave up, Jaden Daniels just held the ball too long.
So he did. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was on 5. That was on 5. Like 5 walked into the sack. Yeah. 5 wasn't used to having so much time. You know what I'm saying? He had to get adjusted to that shit.
He literally got up and went, my bad. He patted his chest. So like, he knew that was on him. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I mean, y'all hit the nail on the head with Connolly. Like, you know, he's going up against Brian Burns, who's a darn good pass rusher, Abdul Carter, Thibodeau, those guys. I thought he did a solid job. He had a couple penalties, gave up a sack, but for the Giants to have this great pass rush, I mean, Jaden had a lot of time, so he's going to get better as time goes on. Yes, he was left tackle at Oregon, then he's transitioned to right tackle. So he'll get through some of the bumps and growing pains. I thought he had a solid job for sure. So good test on Thursday, which we'll talk about soon, but he'll be fine.
So we got the Giants in the rear view mirror. And I thought the last thing I'll say, and if you want to add anything, you can, was I was so happy that the defense passed the final test. We scored a touchdown to go up 21-6.
And they didn't immediately give points up.
And they did not give up the points to make this a offense. You got to close this shit out on your own.
Yeah, and that's what we've always done.
Yes. I said, I literally was like, all right, defense, this is your first big test of the season, bro. Here it is. And Russ had the big run to kind of start the drive off, and I was like, okay, here we go with that bullshit again.
Yep.
And then they settled in, they forced the interception, and then it got nullified by the penalty, and I'm like, come on, man. So then I was like, they're going to score now. And no, they're not. Like, they just, we buckled down in the red zone. We were so disciplined. We passed everything off the way we were supposed to. We were very vigilant of, bodies crossing into zones and, just being aware of what they were trying to do. They were trying to, one play, they were trying to pick the linebacker, and run interference, and it did a good job of navigating all that traffic and getting underneath so that they couldn't throw it. I think it was Wagner, right? Yeah. And so, like, we just did such a good job of seeing what they were trying to do. And the red zone defense was really the story of, like, how we won the game so comfortably, because obviously they were down there twice. And one of those possessions, it's 7 attempts at the end zone, and they still couldn't get in. So, yeah, that was huge, man. And I was so proud of the defense for getting that stop. And then Bill afterwards saying, exclamation point. And then even J-Mac coming in and getting busy just to finish the thing off. It was all love.
I wanted to score. I wanted at least a field goal. I wanted it to look worse. I didn't even want them to look 15 points away from us, bro, because they didn't even look like they belonged on the same field as us on Sunday. I also want to give credit to Brandon Coleman and Tyler Biotis because they worked their ass off on Sunday.
They did.
Dexter Lawrence probably the best in the business, and I didn't hear his name being called.
I didn't even know he played, bro.
Yep.
I didn't even know he was on the field. Wasn't it you? Was it you, Rico, that said that Tyler Biotis had never lost a rep to?
He's never.
That was it.
That was it. I knew one of y'all had said he never lost a rep to him. I think that streak's still alive.
Yeah, still very much alive.
Even against the Giants too. Jaden knows the Giants so far.
Oh well, that's going to be a real thing. Like that's going to be like how Eli Manning owned us.
Yeah,
like
run up the check.
Yeah, like we're going to get to year 11 and Jaden's going to be 18-4 against the Giants. Like it's going to be nasty what we are going to do to these boys over. Like this is what I love about this, because Giants fans have gotten too comfortable. They got too comfortable.
Yep.
With us, right? No matter how bad they were, they knew they could always count on us.
And they still thought they could carry that shit over into the future.
They didn't realize, like we told y'all, this shit is over.
Yep.
Like you always would find a way to beat us, and we would have, like, your quarterback situation was the worst, and ours would somehow find a way to be worse than yours. You complain about Daniel Jones, well, we got Carson Wentz, or we got Taylor Heineke, right? Like, or we got Eric Bieniemy calling the damn plays,
or Kyle Allen,
like 20-19. Like you can keep this shit going. Like the list that Alex Smith lost to them one time, like. Every time,
Big Dwayne, RIP.
Yeah, oh man,
DeVito of all quarterbacks.
Tommy DeVito blessed us, but that was the state of our organization then. I said, now we got a quarterback. Those in all of those games that I'm talking about, even though we lost, it was always close. Even when we had asset quarterback, we had cheeks. I said, yo, you guys are done for now.
Yep.
And I don't. But the crazy part is, this is our third straight win over the Giants. We haven't beaten them 3 straight times since 1999, 2000, bro.
It's gonna be a lot, man. They're gonna have to catch us when we rest in starters or something to get us in these next couple years.
I don't even want them to get us in that situation. Marcus come in and do these boys, right? Or whoever's here at backup quarterback, bless these boys, man. Don't even let them
get back on your Eugene, Oregon shit and get on the field and get active, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, I don't want them getting the goddamn thing, because I want them to feel this. I want them to understand where you are. You guys are no longer a factor, right?
The food chain.
Yeah. I mean, everybody else be blessing these dudes twice a year, every year. We about to be on that same type of time. So,
and I had 2 things I wanted to go back to. First of all, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I love that he said, like, after the game, that, like, going against, you see basically how good this defense is. Me going against this defense all off season made NFL games, I don't remember exactly how he worded it, but it was something to the extent of, like, the game was easier. Because you see how good this is the defense I've been going against all off season. It was nice to finally go against somebody else. And then also to go back to Bobby Wagner, he had that one play that's probably the youngest he's looked since we signed him. Last year, where Russell Wilson was scrambling. He was going forward to get him. He noticed Russell Wilson start to pick the ball up. He backed up to cover the receiver behind him. And then as soon as Russell Wilson tucked it, he went and got him for only like a 3-4 yard gain. And I thought that was extremely impressive. That is such a difficult position to be in. The degree of difficulty right there, I don't feel like most people understand like how insane of a play that was. It was technically like a 4-yard gain for the Giants, but that was an insane play by Bobby Wagner Island, having to deal with a running quarterback and cover a wide receiver. Because we saw Brian Burns can do that. That one play with Jaden was scrambling to his right and then threw it to Deebo Samuel right past Brian Burns. He couldn't do it on the island.
Right. We man, our players are so cold, bro. Like, do you know Bill told the offensive line, I will never make y'all block for no reason.
That's fire.
I didn't hear that. Oh.
Yo, our players are so cold, bro. Like, they blessed, say the coldest shit. Like, Trey Amos, like, they playing at my speed, right? Like, Jaden, the shit, he's like,
none of it's corny, none of it is like cliche, and none of it sounds like they practiced it in the mirror. It's just real,
bro. The shit they say be the coldest,
that's
bro.
Hard.
It was It was so the person that told us that he said that was Nick Allegretti. Nick Allegretti said we love the kid. He told the whole offensive line, "I'll never make you block for no reason." I was like, shit.
That's cold.
He said, we love to hear that. I said, shit, that's cold, bro. That's a cold ass.
What does that mean? Some of these people out here got they offensive linemen blocking for no reason.
I mean, we had one that was here just a month ago, bro. Shit, what you mean? That's why he appreciate that shit. Like, bro, that means a lot to us because we've done a lot of blocking around here that didn't always yield what we felt like it should have. So we appreciate hearing that. And to see the 42-yarder as proof of that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we feel what you're saying now. We see the shit.
Validation. We never have to say the words that he's a 7th round pick ever again. We're in the territory now where he could really do some historic, like every week we're talking about first 7th round pick to do this, first 7th round. It's gonna feel so validating if he wins Rookie of the Week because we're gonna run this score up for him this week.
Right. You know? Whole inactive thing too. Like I don't know if we brought that up yet, but yeah, people were like concerned he was going to be inactive and all that. He was going to be out, and then I think it was some lady doing an interview, and we saw C-Rod's jersey not there. Like
they were doing it on NFL Network, and everybody had their jersey in the locker room.
I was like,
it was empty. Yeah, Rio texted us in the group text like, "Yo,
we here. We got speed on the field, damn it. We got some speed out here, baby. We got action."
Oh man.
And then we try to play and give Eckler a whole quarter. Like, look at us. We about to turn back the clock on you. Psych, 22 came on that field, ain't come back off that field for a minute, bro.
No. They knew what time it was. Like, we all said that they were going to start the game with Eck, right? And let Eck get his shit off early. And then, and I think we all said this. He was going to have the most carries of any back in the game, and he did. So I think Jaden might have carried it once more than he did, 11. I think. I'm not sure about that, but of any back, he had the most carries. So I wasn't surprised. I don't think any of y'all were surprised by that, and I think that's going to be the move. The only thing now that I want to see, and this may take a while, but I think Eck had like, I want to say like, let's call it 40 snaps, right? And I think Bill had like 29, or it was like 23, and Eck had 39. It was a pretty sizable gap between the amount of snaps Eck had and he had. I think Eck had like 39 and he had like 23. I said that he's going to continue to slowly but surely close that gap, and eventually he's going to overtake him in the amount of snaps he's playing in the game, and ultimately
how do you keep that explosion off any given play? If everybody does their job, it can be a 95-yard. It is insane. I feel like the most impressive part of that run was just the fact that he had a defender in front of him with people behind him, juke that defender out so quickly that then he caught like this extra burst, this sonic little burst, where the guy that was starting to catch up to him, he just left him. And then you just have the number 21 that came all the way across the field that Terry could have blocked to prevent that from happening. But I mean, his acceleration, his burst, his speed is just game changing. It looks even better against NFL competition than I expected. Because he was ridiculous with it in college, especially at the East-West Shrine Bowl and stuff like that. And he pulled up like some ridiculous advanced stats. But like to see it against NFL level talent, he still looks like one of the fastest players on the field. Yeah, it's over with everybody else. I don't know what you stop. What do you focus on as a defensive coordinator?
You know it when you see it. He has suddenness to it. On the touchdown, similar to the joint versus the Bengals in the preseason, they had it blocked up. All he had to do, but the cut he made in the backfield, it was so clean, bro. Yeah. He is excellent at making the first defender miss, but not only miss, he makes them look foolish, and it's very precise. It's like hitting the juke, but it's like hitting L1 and R1 on the PlayStation when he cuts. It's very, when Dan Quinn said he's a violent cutter, that's the only way to describe the way that his cuts look.
And he does a tremendous job of setting up blocks.
Yeah,
he presses, then that guy gets on the defender, and then he cuts off of it immediately, right? That patience, like they pulled Laramie Tunzel and Brandon Coleman on the touchdown, and he was so patient to allow, because he went like he was going up the middle, pressed that, allowed Coleman and Tunzel to get out there, make those blocks, and then he cut immediately off of Coleman's block, got to the outside, and
Anticipation.
Anticipation.
His strength is the thing that I dislike the most about B-Rob. It wasn't B-Rob's 40 speed that blowed me. It was that his lack of vision and lack of being able to create and understand what was happening in front of him. We had to pretty much make the Red Sea in front of him to get yards out of it. So
yeah, it was a thing of beauty. He had another run on the left side that went for like 8, where he set it up again. He pressed to the outside. Blocker got on top of the defender. He cut off of that real quick, made a guy miss, and got like 8 yards. And I'm just like, that was the play that did it for me when I went, oh my God. He's everything I thought he was, and then some.
And he could have been out of there on that screen we missed to him that Jaden was under pressure and he overshot him. Yeah. There was nothing but daylight in front of him.
And that same play that I'm just referring to, literally that dude got a piece of his ankle. If he doesn't, he's about to accelerate.
He was pissed after that joint. Yes. He was mad as shit
because he knew there was a blocker out here and a blocker out here, and they both had already got on the guy. It was literally going to be a foot race to who could get to that point of, if I get here and you're not there to cut me off, it's a touchdown. And he got tripped up, and I was like, Lord. And I wanted to see what that screen looked like so bad, but yeah, Jaden threw a 90. He did that was some Dwayne Haskins shit right there, right? Man, he rest in peace. But
that was Caleb Williams, like, man.
Yeah, that was a 95 mile an hour fastball on the screen. Like, hey, bro, you good?
Hey, Jaden been hitting curls early morning with Cliff all off season. That's why he was overthrowing shit all Monday. But he gonna be back Thursday. He gonna dial that back Thursday.
Yeah,
it was insane how accurate he was, and I think he still ended up being graded like the 6th best quarterback in the NFL. And that was a down game for him, bro. That has to be scary for everybody else, man. Because I mean, even in a down game, there were moments where it's like, yeah, only Jaden can do that, like the Chris Moore throw. Like only Jaden and maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 other people in the entire NFL can even make these type of plays.
Yeah, that was it was just fun watching him just be out there. Like, even when, first of all, for as good as the Giants front is, he was protected in the game.
Yep.
Like, yeah, he got sacked 3 times. 2 of them sacks was on Jaden.
Was on him.
Yeah, just give her the ball, bro. Like the one sack that I would say wasn't on him was and I still think he could have threw it in the dirt, but when they tried to do the wide receiver screen and Carter got out there so quick that he couldn't get it out there, and then Burns got in there and he didn't have anywhere to go. But ultimately, he was in the pocket with time, bro. Just standing back there, able to survey the field and see where he went. Like, the protection was really good for the most part all day. So he was able to survey the field. These weren't shallow, short routes that they were running down the field. Like, Debo's running these 15-yard dig routes. And, we were in some long down and distances. We weren't in 3rd and 4. We were in 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, because of these penalties. So he had to have time. And I thought that's one thing about Shane Bowen, though, also, is he don't blitz.
Nope.
So he made it easy for the line to basically just have to block 4 dudes. And they did their job, man. It was, again, it's refreshing, because if you don't get to 5 with the weapons we put on the field,
good night.
Good luck, bro. Good luck. Good
And
luck.
I just love how much of a threat Deebo Samuel already is. Even when he doesn't get the ball, all of that motion stuff that they're doing pre-snap, the defense is shading towards it, and it's opening things up for everybody else. I literally.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
What are you saying?
I was saying they set that damn jet sweep up all day with all that motion, fake motion, half motion, wheel around action. Oh, my God, it was beautiful.
It was a whole bunch of, we might give it to Debo. Oh, this play, we might give it to Debo. And then we never did. And then as soon as we did, touchdown. It was beautiful how that was set up. That was perfectly orchestrated by Cliff Kingsbury. That was beautiful.
I think they setting up the little Debo whip around out the backfield flare route throw to him at some point too, because he did that motion where he went back and then, come out to the outside. And he just, he's not the primary on that play. But at some point, they're going to set it up to where they trying to get him the ball on that type play. So it's so many layers and wrinkles to this offense, man.
My only real complaint from Cliff Kingsbury, honestly, because again, we were in so many third and long, second and long situations due to penalties and stuff like that. That I mean, it's just like he couldn't really call the plays that he like had, designed and orchestrated, probably set up pregame and stuff like that in certain situations. But like that one screen where they sent Debo out there, he motioned outside, and you have all of these 3 tight ends and wide receivers. Obviously, it's going to be a screen, and the Giants read it so quickly. That was like the only play where it was like, "Come on, Cliff." They know what we're about to do here. You don't motion Debo all the way the furthest out on the sideline next to 3 other guys, and then don't throw him a screen.
Yeah, that play. Go ahead, Ed.
I think on that play too, Jaden was showing his leadership, like yelling guys to hurry up and get to the line on that play too for the screen. I mean, for the ground. And to give credit to the O-line again, this is without Sam Cosmi. So, and I don't think Andrew Wiley touched the field at all, if I'm not mistaken. I got to look at the snaps, but because one thing I was talking about, will they do the swap with Connolly and have them swap like Brandon Coleman and Cornelius Lucas did last year? But they didn't, so they really trust Connolly already. And then another thing, I've been tough on Marshawn Lattimore this whole offseason now. He had a solid game. He only crashed out one time. I didn't get to really see what happened with the scrum and the scuffle and whatnot, so he did get the then he got another penalty, but he did have a nice breakup on Malik Neighbors as well, where they kind of were grabbing each other. I thought Marshawn did a good job of that. So I do want to give Marshawn some credit on that, because I definitely have been I want to see it through with him. I'm still a little, I'm not going to say skeptical, but he had a rough ending last year. I know it's the hamstring, but I think he's going to have a bounce back year.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure you're correct on that, but real quick, no snaps for Andrew Wiley at all. None.
Yep. So none of that cross training, ushering in type shit.
Nah, 70 for every offensive lineman, and Jaden are the only people that should be playing that amount of snaps.
And even back up like that, Andrew Wiley to get 0 snaps, like that shows how good your offensive line is, to have a he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ, been in the league for like eight years. So to have him as a backup and not getting any snaps shows the depth of your offensive line for sure.
So yeah, that's what I was talking about right there.
Wasn't
23 and 33
inactive too? So that just shows how high they are on Chris Paul, right? I kind of noticed that before the game. I was like, that's interesting. George Fant, and I think it was both George Fant and Trent Scott that were inactive.
Yeah, I think you're right that he wasn't active. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they do the inactives. I think some of those dudes.
We back at it in 2 nights. In 2 nights, we're gonna be about 2 or 3 quarters into this game, man. Let's go, man.
It's wild, man. Like and then the beauty of it, if we could get this dub, you get to chill for the rest of the weekend, bro. Just watch football. Hey, the winner of this game is gonna be 2-0, the first team to win 2 games in the league, and the first team in the conference to get to 2 wins. And the winner of this game is going to be, to me,
in the driver's seat,
snuggled up right under the Eagles for the best team in the conference. And if the Eagles aren't careful, that team would be pseudo in the driver's seat, right? This game could have, and I'm setting the table for it, we're going to come back to it. This game could have playoff implications.
It really could, because it's one of the better teams on our roster and one of the major away games that we have on the schedule from a primetime standpoint. And we got the Raiders and the Falcons coming up, which are very winnable games as well. So this is huge.
Massive. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into our a word from our sponsor tonight.
Hey, Big Sleeper.
Yes, sir. So we're going to jump in to Sleeper real quick, and let's go. All right, so let me fire it up. Let me see if I got the
we gotta put our ring power together, and we gotta
let's fire it up.
Let's win something this week.
All right, let me switch it
around. I ain't forget it.
All right, so
here, man, shout out Mr. Pink.
I got mine right here on deck. I knew y'all was gonna pull it out. Pause.
Hey, there we go,
crazy,
Lou.
bro.
God damn, Lou.
Sleeper mad. Sleeper so mad.
Don't put that on Sleeper's jacket, Lou.
Sleeper. If I'm Sleeper, I'm mad.
You throw the whole read away.
That was crazy, bro. Hey, chill out.
That's what we get for doing this live. That's what we get.
Hey, shout out to Sleeper though.
King's 25 though.
King's 25.
Hey,
man,
shout out to Sleeper.
Pull it out.
A blessed. Hey, chill out, man. I'm trying to do an ad read.
Hey,
bro.
when we shoot him that timestamp, it start after this.
Hey, hey,
do it 30 seconds.
Hey.
Yeah, you right.
and then after what I just said, to say when we shoot him, the ad read is crazy too. But hey, we're gonna start the ad now. Sleeper is a fantasy sports and real money gaming app that focuses on bringing people in together through sports and gaming. It's available in over 25 states. And so check to make sure that it's available in your state. But we're here to tell you that this app has brought so much excitement to our football viewing experience. And really, it's not just limited, as you can see on the screen, it's not just limited to the NFL. We're NFL junkies, but you got college football up here, you got Major League Baseball, WNBA. Like, there's so many opportunities for you to try and help yourself, put some money in your pocket. You can turn every day into payday with this Sleeper app. So we made some picks last week for the Giants game. They were unsuccessful, largely unsuccessful. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce back today in a major way. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go to NFL. There's the Commanders versus the Packers.
Let's get it.
And I don't know about y'all, but don't you have to take this Jaden Daniels special that they're giving us? Don't you have to take that?
Yeah, just a little boost. Just a little boost.
All right. So do you want to actually go in there and see what they're offering with that, or do you want to just leave it at that? Like, all he has to do is throw for 1 yard.
The half passer, yeah.
I mean, that's easy. He'll have that the first time he throws.
Or do you want to get greedy? Because I mean, it's already at 1.78. So let me see. Yeah, so that doesn't help it if you put it at 170 75. So that makes it down. It sends it down to 1.12. So you just better off just taking the deal that they're giving you, honestly. So let me go back and just click on that. So we're gonna start with that. All right. So where do y'all want to start? What do y'all want to start in terms of what you want to ask? So we're gonna go full shebang, all 8 weeks. So you're able to make 8 picks on the Sleeper app at a time. So 8 is the maximum amount of picks you can make at a time, which will help you with those multipliers. As you will see as we go through this app, the more multipliers you have, the more picks you have, the more money you can win. This is why this app is so clutch. So you guys want to start at...
I'm an anytime touchdown type of guy.
All right.
That's literally how I win.
And speaking of that, I've been doing intel on the Green Bay Packers all day. Josh Jacobs has scored in 9 straight games. He scored a touchdown in 9 straight regular season games for the Packers. So that almost feels like free money. They are not the New York Giants. They're going to score on us at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
9 straight regular season games. I'm trying to be a slump buster. We ain't beat them in Lambeau since '88, but
yeah.
I feel like that has to be something we consider on this ticket because that's a big streak.
I don't disagree with you, but I think when they score, it's going to be through the air with Jordan Love. I do. I don't think he's good. If they get to the 2 or the 3 or maybe even the 4, he can get in.
He's a bruiser. They're gonna give it to him when they get down there. They're gonna get down there at some point. It's football. You're gonna get down there at some point.
It's like it's lower odds for it, but it's gonna hit for sure. But yeah, 9 games is crazy. I think he caught a touchdown pass yesterday or Sunday.
It's anytime touchdown, not rushing. He just anytime. He gonna get in the end zone somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
They love that boy. It's crazy. They didn't even have to do much on Sunday. Love threw for 188. Josh Jacobs ran for 66, but their defense did so much work on them boys.
And it happened so quick. It was literally the first 3 possessions was bang, bang, boom, and they was up 17-3. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just happened so quick. So we're gonna put that one in the back pocket along. I think Debo also is another one to consider. And Ertz, I think we don't need to go anytime with Ertz though. We can just go receiving touchdown with him if we were gonna do it. Because he's not gonna run the ball in. You know
Give him a jet sweep.
Right. So you don't have to do any time with him. You can literally just do a receiving touchdown with Ertz and not have to take up your anytime touchdown with him.
I went lower on the Romeo Dubs touchdown because if you look, he scored touchdowns in 2 games last year, but each of those games he has 2. It's like if he's gonna get 1, he's gonna get 2, but every other game outside of those 2 games, he did not score a touchdown ever last year. I was surprised they even had the less offered for that. You know, typically guys that don't typically score touchdowns, they only give you the more option. I was looking at that Romeo Dubs like, hey man, let me go ahead and get that one.
Right. So you wanna hit that one?
Yeah, I hit less.
Yeah.
I did that.
How y'all feel about that one?
I'm with it.
As am I. So we will.
Yeah, so go look. You can look at the game log. He literally only last year he had 2 games with a touchdown in it.
Anybody that wears a Guardian cap during the game shouldn't be allowed to score a touchdown. He's got a nasty Guardian cap on his.
There's got to be a rule against that shit, man.
That shit was crazy. He's got to have the craziest Guardian cap. So, he can't score. I'm with it. All right. So the only 2 rush. Okay. So here goes the rush touchdowns. Jaden, Josh Jacobs, Bill, and Eck all are eligible for a rush touchdown. Any of them tickle your fancy?
So who did we take so far for any time?
We didn't touch it any time yet. We didn't touch it any time. So do we think Josh Jacobs can? Somebody look and see if Josh Jacobs had any receiving touchdowns for the Packers last year.
No, it was a rushing touchdown.
No, I'm talking about last year.
Last year.
Yeah. Say just if you click on his jersey and then go to game log, you can change it to 2024 for everybody to see.
Okay.
And then you go to
game log.
And then where it says 2025. Yep.
Yeah, because the odds that different on
receiving. The man had 1 receiving touchdown last year, bro.
Yeah, so maybe call it rush, and that's the one game he gonna get a screen pass.
Yeah, right. Or like catch a little dump out in the flats and run over the corner and score, right?
That man had 15 rushing touchdowns last year. The rushing touchdown just sounds like a go. That sounds like a go for real.
That's nasty, man.
That's easy. 9 straight games. Yo, that's impressive as hell, bro.
All right. So we're gonna take Josh Jacobs for a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna leave him off the anytime.
Crazy.
Yeah. Y'all want to do Debo for anytime, or you not messing with Debo this week? Because we were all confident Debo was scoring in his first game.
Tell me you ain't feel validated when he dove for that power line. Like we knew.
We needed that.
Hell yeah.
We needed that one so bad.
Ed, you be knowing shit, bro. Who you would take it anytime on our roster this week, man?
Anytime. I really want to go with Terry.
It's bright lights. It's prime time. It feel like Terry week.
Yeah,
you want to do it, but we could do him for receiving though, because he's not rushing for a touchdown.
Yeah,
right?
we can use the anytime with someone else and give him the receiving. That is right.
Yeah, he's a Green Bay killer. Jair is on the Ravens now. You always coach Jair Alexander, and then the last time when he was in Lambeau, I believe, no, that was the Dwayne Haskins pass where he caught it with the one hand.
Jaden owes him one.
Yeah, but he ate them up with Heineke, but I don't think he got in the end zone that day.
Yeah.
He might. Matter of fact, I think
he did. He did. Right corner.
Yeah.
Right corner pocket. Right corner pocket diving at the pot right in front of the pylon.
Yeah, no, he always he eating Green Bay.
I saw somewhere where in 3 games against Green Bay, he's averaging 85 yards, 5 receptions, and a touchdown.
Yeah, throw him on receiving touchdown. He got to score. Jaden owes him one this week. It's prime time too. Everybody watching, so he just got his bag. He can't go 2 weeks, and he can't slum in silence this year. He got.
All right, so we got
our Bengals coming out. Jaden and Terry bounce back.
It just really feels like those type of vibes coming in.
We got Jaden, Romeo Dubs less than a touchdown. Josh Jacobs more than half a touchdown rushing, so at least 1 touchdown rushing, and then Terry more than a half of touchdown receiving. So we got 4 more picks that we can make.
Props that I like.
What's our odds right now? What are we at right now? What are we building right now?
7.26, I think I saw. Yep.
Yeah, let's get that up a little bit, man. Let's get it.
Yeah,
definitely get that up. Honestly, would I finesse? Because I think they have a like how that Jaden has the 0.5 passing yards. I think they have a Jordan Love version of that. And then for Jaden, I did pass and rushing yards because 275 I feel like is a pretty low line, especially if he hits Terry deep. He would have killed that against the Giants. And I feel like the Giants probably even have the better defense. I think if we're going with the whole Terry's going to have a bounce back game, I think that means Jaden automatically is going to be able to breach 276 yards total. That's rushing and passing.
And they had a combo. They had the combo. Yeah.
They have a pass and rush yards total 275.5 for Jaden. But you got to get rid of the 0.5 to be able to do it.
If you could up that, I'll go give him 300 because
I'm about to say.
I'm about
to go crazy.
Tell y'all, that Green Bay defense, they different though. I don't know if y'all watched that game against.
No, they're good.
They was flying around, bro.
Yeah, that's Jared Goff. That's all. That is Jared Goff. But yeah, they was flying around.
They was flying around.
It's Jared Goff, but there's
you got to throw that in there because they was flying around because you ain't got to worry about him running nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to devote any attention to him leaving the pocket. Like,
every man in that front seven was running that boy down last week. It don't work like that with 5, but yeah, they was getting after it though.
Yeah.
The prop.
So they're not gonna let us. I don't think they're not gonna let us.
Yeah, you got to take away the 0 now.
Yeah, you would have to take away the special.
But what I'm telling you
is 0.5 with Jordan Love though.
Okay, so he's saying do the shit we were doing with Jaden with Jordan Love, and then
it ain't showing me that it's available for him though. See, I'm on him right now. Yeah, I'm on him right now, and they're not showing
from the board like the first one I think because I saw the Jordan Love half a passer earlier.
Right. So yeah, I'm like this is normally the
They might.
I'm gonna go back and go to the
it might be on
the hot joint. Let me see what they got. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might have taken it away and
just that it ain't here.
Taking it away.
Yeah,
they just let
it was just there not even an entire hour ago. That is crazy.
Yeah.
There might be a WNBA one too if you want to just throw it in there. But I know NFL.
You can get a 0.5 from somebody.
Yeah, they
somewhere.
Use WNBA half a joint too sometimes, or a random sport like Eurobasket, FIBA.
You say click on that first and then come back, or you just saying add something like that in there?
Sometimes, because I know the WNBA they had a couple 0.5 joints like yesterday. I saw it might be going.
Yeah, normally the anything where it's like a deal is right here on the first page, and you just scroll through these. They call them hots right here. You just scroll through them. Like Jaden been up here for like 3 days straight up. Ever since Sunday, he been up here. So I haven't seen Jordan Love, but
somebody in the chat said maybe you got to take the Jaden one away to see the other ones. I don't know though. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, we can take it off.
I definitely feel like we can get Jaden on that 276 total yards.
So we took him off.
I'm willing to bump that up to 300 if that was an option.
See, but so this is the problem with the Jaden joint, right? Check this out. If we do, let's go to the combined. So combined rush and pass. All right, so he's at 275.5, right? Here's the issue I have with this. If you take the 275, I don't see them offering anything else for this either. But that's still less than the 1.78 we're getting for the 1 yard passing. Yeah. What I'm saying. Like it doesn't benefit us. The only thing that us taking that off will do is allow us to bet more if we wanted to do that. But the $10 is good. Like if you put together a good enough joint, the $10 is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm just saying it's not worth it to us to risk that if we can't, get like 2 point something or 3 point something to offset that. So we just better off taking the 0.5 yards passing, the promotion that they're giving us.
Dude, they hated taking away that 0.5 Jordan Love. I guess they knew we can't have going from the same game, I guess.
Crazy, bro. I really feel like Debo gonna score again too. Like Debo or Bill, one of them scoring again too.
That's how I feel like the anytime should be used on one of them too.
Yeah.
Because either like Bill could catch a pass and murk, right? Yep. Like they could throw that same screen and he can go 62 or
one of him or Debo scoring on Thursday.
It feels like it. We just got to pick which one we more confident in scoring in the game.
Debo gonna we gonna get that ball to Debo, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's Debo.
Yeah. Debo might take a kick to the crib.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, how y'all feeling? I'm with you on that one, Rio. I'm with Debo again.
More Debo between
Yeah.
us.
I mean, Bill too. Like we get down there, they run the ball. He gonna be more likely to candidate.
We're gonna up his usage Thursday.
It's a possibility. I would think that they would up it a little bit. I know Eck was on the injury report, but that's because it's Tuesday. You know, if it was Wednesday, I don't know if Eck, you know, Jaden or any of those dudes are actually on the injury report for real. But yeah, I'm with you. Debo is the guy I'm leaning towards because there's so many different ways. If he's back on kickoffs, if he, you know, you could throw it to him, he could still run it. Like, there's so many ways he can, you know, get into the end zone.
Yep.
What y'all say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm good with Debo.
All right, you good with that?
Debo. I think they have a mission to prove everybody wrong about Debo too. Like with Ja'Cory, it's like he's a 7th round pick. It's gonna be a great.
Did y'all see this 46.5 receiving yards for Debo?
46.5?
Yeah.
That sounds easy. That sounds easy.
Yeah, that's a promotion that they doing. I don't know if they'll let us do both promotions. They might take away the Jaden joint. Let me see.
Let me throw that bitch on there and see. You got
see how they.
Worst they can say is no.
They say you may only use one promotional pick per contest.
Okay.
We got to take the Jaden joint. We can't.
Hey, can you? We can't up that to like 50.
Which one?
The Debo shit. Can we can't up it and change it?
Let me check and see. So let's just go to receiving yards and see if they'll allow us to do it that way. That's receptions.
Damn, that reception shit. Looking at me too. Hey, Debo feeling like a safe bet every week. Like I feel very comfortable with what Debo about to be over here.
Yeah, we can up it. You can up it, but here's the thing: the promotion puts it at a 2 multiplier. Everything else is in the 1s until you get to 60. So you just safe at 46, and you doing good with that. Let's see what the Jaden multiplier is.
They said the Love 0.5 passing yard shit. It's in the passing yard section.
Okay. I thought I saw his yards. It was a promotion, but it wasn't like 0 point whatever. Let's see. Passing yards. Let's go.
This app is so fun. I love Sleeper. I love Sleeper, man.
See, it's right there. See, his is 226.5. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Still, it's no promotion on his, is what I'm saying. There's no promotion on his. So, and the Jaden, let's see what the Jaden's joint is. Is that 2 as well? Yes. No, that's Debo's. His is 2. Let's see what. So
we all feel like we about to put up some points on Thursday.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure.
High 20s and up.
See, so the Debo joint is more of a multiplier than the Jaden joint. The Jaden joint is easier because literally 1 yard and you got that one. You don't have to worry about it. With Debo, he still has to get to 47 yards, but it's more of a multiplier if you were to use his promotional than Jaden's. So which one do y'all want to do? The Jaden one is more of a safe bet, but if y'all feeling Jaden for the 270 whatever combined yards? And,
yes.
So let's just do that.
What you think, Ed?
Debo hoop, Jaden got a hoop.
You talking about a 300 combined yards for Jaden, or
no? It's not 300.
The 275,
276 combined.
Yeah, let's go to it so you can lay eyes on it and try to feel more comfortable about it.
275. He just had 300 on a
office day.
Yeah. Oh, they. Oh, okay. I see what they did here. So, like you said, Rico, if Debo hoop, Jaden hoop, and they know that, so they block the combination. You can't use the combination of Debo receiving yards and Jaden because they know like them two synonymous. If he hooping, you know what I'm saying, he hooping like you said. So yeah, they took that away. So do y'all want to go back to Jaden? Decisions. Do you want to go back to Jaden for the 1 yard because we can't use him here, or are y'all good with Debo with the 2 for the 46.5? I'm cool. We could go to rush yards and see what they have for Jaden and rush yards.
I like his rush attempts. That was one thing I was looking at.
Rush attempts. Let's go to rushes.
The rush attempts. Oh, more than 8.5. I do. The other player I like is Austin Eckler. 2.5.
So it's at 9.5 now. You might have got it at 8.5.
Yeah.
It's at
you had Austin. What play with Austin Eckler? Don't you say it?
2.5 catches, 2.5 receptions for Austin Eckler.
How many did he have yesterday?
2.
He had
Or Monday? I mean, a couple days ago.
He
Felt
had
like he only had like maybe 3, maybe
3?
Yeah.
max.
2.
He had. Let me see. Hold on, I'm pulling up right now.
I'm trying to think. I thought he only had 2.
Yeah,
He
no.
might have had just 2. It's either 2 or 3. It ain't no more than that.
My reasoning is they're gonna use him a lot this year. They're gonna use all of our receiving options. He had 3. He had 3 targets for 3.
Yep.
Here Gibbs had 10 catches.
That seems pretty easy.
That's because Jared Goff don't run though. He don't move,
Oh, no.
and he was under duress. So you just dumping it down to the back consistently. Let's look at the reception.
There are gonna be some times where Mike is gonna get pressure.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be times where also Eckler's going to be that safety blanket, and you want to use him in a passing game anyway. Like there should be no games where he should get less than 3 catches, in my opinion. I just think he's that much of a weapon where he should.
It's a lot of options at like I like the reception stat because it don't require like I felt so bad for Rico on Sunday when he was trying to hit with the Bills because he needed James Cook to pop one. Just one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care if he caught it and got past the line of scrimmage, and I just needed 3 catches. That's it. Like, so I was like, but I wanted him because I wanted Rico's joint to hit. So it didn't make me one bit of difference. I like receptions because I don't care if you gain yards on it or not, as long as you catch the ball. I'm straight. So this feels like they trying to give away stuff on these receptions.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Noah Brown 2.5. Zach Ertz. He's interesting because I feel like every game he should come away with no less than 4. But he had 3 last game. He had the drop and he had 3, and then they, so you just
the drop was the difference.
Yeah.
The drop and the joint where he was leaning. Yeah. The drop was
and the joint
it was
on
2
the
of them.
third
So it was
down.
pretty much 2 of drops.
Yeah.
So he had it, and just the opportunities are gonna be there. Cliff and Jaden love him.
So these are our options. Debo at 4.5, Terry at 4.5, Ertz at 3.5, Noah at 2.5. If we sticking with Commanders,
Terry and Zach seem like bets here.
You think Terry gonna get 5 catches in this game?
I mean, we think he's gonna have a big game. Well, we think he's just gonna go 2 for 90 or something like that.
Like, I can see him on some 4 for 72 and a touch, and a tutty. And then you would be looking sick because he don't get that 5th catch. Like that
Ertz for sure. I know I would want to play that one. The Ertz one.
Yeah, it's definitely Ertz or Eck, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry could easily not have 5 catches in this game and still have a very, very massive impact. Yeah, Eck feels safe to get 3 catches as long as he's healthy. Like, I don't see how he don't come away.
You know who's healthy? Zach Ertz.
Yeah, that too.
Healthy as hell.
So which one we want to do? Because we're doing one of the 2, Eck or Ertz. How y'all feeling?
I like the Eck because, like I said, off the pressure element, and they got to get him involved too. Like they're both really legit weapons for this offense, but you got to get at least one design pass for Eckler. You got to. So 1 off the strength of a dump off, 2 off a design.
We should probably throw a Packer in the mix too.
Yeah,
they're just so hard because they got like a room full of wide receiver 2s, and you never know who's
they got
weak
22. They got 22 2s, and he loved the tight ends too.
Yep, he loved the tight ends.
Yeah, that's the shit that scared me most. In this
Kraft,
game.
that feels when like he feels like someone.
Yeah, Kraft. I was looking at him, but they got another dude that was catching passes this weekend where I was like, "Who are you, bro?" He was like, "I'm the new tight end, bro. What's up?" I'm like, "God damn, another one." He was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. No, I hate to say it. Micah half a sack might be a play because he had 2 sacks in both games.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I don't want to be rooting for Micah Parsons to get a sack for our shit. To
don't
hit.
even want to do that.
Yeah,
but I mean, but we talking about, you know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory sometimes.
Yeah, it do, but that one don't have to hit. Like I know what y'all saying. In my mind, I'm like, that's in a Dallas uniform though. That ain't got to be here in Green Bay. Like, I don't want him touching Jaden at all And he already talking that horsepower shit. I don't know if y'all saw him today.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, he talking that horsepower shit. Like, yeah, he ain't outrunning me. I ain't Brian Burns. He ain't turning the corner on me. I'm like, and I hope and he know this, but I'm like, that ain't Jared Goff because that was the slowest jaunt to the sideline. You came all the way from the opposite side to catch it from mine. You ain't catching my quarterback like that. But
that Micah sack, that joint probably throw some odds up.
Yeah. You know, I but last year our run defense was so bad I took every running back against our run defense. That's how bad we were. Like you knew a running back was going to get the more on the rushing yard. That's how bad.
What that Micah sack do to the numbers, Lou?
I'm about to go check it out right now.
But Micah's jacked up.
Like we can win with Micah getting a sack. I don't think it's going to sway.
Sure can. Jaden, we love our GOAT. Jaden gonna walk into a sack.
The multiplier is more for less than a half a sack than more. More is just 1.75.
Yeah, because the odds.
Everybody thinks he's gonna get a sack.
Yeah,
the books think he can get one. He's heavily favored to get a sack because
Jaden refusing to throw the ball away is gonna walk into a Michael Parsons sack. Jaden gonna walk into it. They
don't have any Commanders here.
That's crazy.
Disrespect.
It says watch this
Dorrance
Armstrong, not available yet.
Crazy.
Check back soon.
Crazy. No Dorrance Armstrong on there is wild.
Leading the NFL in pressures.
Yeah.
And I know we not to the super chats yet, but Jack Tupp agreed that Kraft at 2.5 receptions.
Yeah, Kraft feels easy.
Yeah, I mean, and we struggle with tight ends too.
Yeah. I would throw Kraft on there.
Yeah, I
Kraft
agree.
and Eck. We can't do Kraft and Eck. Can we do?
We can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah, knock them, throw them both on there.
So now we are at Romeo Doubs for less than a touchdown. Josh Jacobs for more than a half a touchdown. Terry for a touchdown in the game. Debo for more than 47 yards receiving. That's a multiplier boost. Tucker Kraft for 2.5 receptions, more than 2.5. Eck for more than 2.5 as well. We are currently at $201. We got 2 picks left.
10 to 200.
Heck yeah! All right,
2 picks left. And what would did we check with that the Micah sack added on or no Micah sack?
I can throw it up there and just see what it do. I don't think it's gonna do much to it though. But let's just see.
Throw it with and without the sack.
All right, let's see. So it's up to let me take it off and then see. So it's up to 36 right now. Oh, that did a lot. That Micah joint did a lot. Now let me hold on. Let me just throw. I'm gonna throw a random. I'm gonna throw a random up there and see if it do the same thing. Just because we added another joint.
Did we pick any kickers?
Nah, I didn't do any kickers.
Oh, McManus.
Yeah. I don't trust Matt Gay, but McManus, he's pretty solid.
Revenge game.
He can kick rocks.
Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Y'all ain't staying with me through the trial, man.
He definitely hot. But we ditched his ass quick, fast, and hurt. I don't even see kick points up here. They might have took that down. I'm not even seeing that.
I swear, every game I added kick points, I hit on like that.
I always do. That's one of my first things I go to. It's kick points. Let's see. Passing touchdowns. 1.5 for both quarterbacks. How y'all feeling about that? Either one of these quarterbacks throwing for multiple touchdowns in a game?
I think 5 do for sure.
I feel like 5 is as well.
Yep.
It feels like a 2 touchdown pass game for 5.
Don't we got 2 touchdown scores from Washington?
I don't think we do. I think we just have Terry over a half a touchdown.
Terry getting 1. I really think Terry, either the combination of Terry and Ertz, Terry and Debo, bro. We're gonna score a few times in this game. We're gonna score more than 21 points.
Yeah, I think 2 passing yards is pretty low for Jaden Daniels. I guess because they think he uses his legs. That's the only reason they have it that low. But I think that's insane for how great of a passer he is.
Because we left one on the field Sunday.
Facts.
A big one, bro.
Give him 2 tugs, man. Give him 2 tugs, man.
I think he can do that for sure.
Shit, Love might have 2 tugs too, but we took Josh Jacobs, so we got us in a shootout if we would take John on Love. Yeah, I mean, it could very well be that. I think it's gonna be a really good playoff type game on Thursday.
Right. So the Micah joint made it go crazy though. Hold on.
You say you picked less than a sack? Or did you pick? I can't see.
Yeah, no, so the Micah joint made it go crazy. You want to go back to that half a sack? It's because I added the Jaden joint.
More.
Did you pick less than a sack or more than a sack?
I picked more than a sack. And Craig went all the way to 36. Jaden just moved it up to 25.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, Lou, I don't want to root for him getting a sack.
No, I'm with it. Like,
I mean, we got Packers on this joint too. You know what I'm saying?
It's different. I hit the Moore joint.
Yeah.
And that joint, see, it went all the way up to 36.22. Right. That sent that joint up.
Go ahead and put that joint on there, man.
Super high. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. We got one more pick we can make.
Did we add the Jaden touchdown shit or no?
I took it off just to show y'all the difference. Do you want me to put that back? Because we can.
What do y'all think the last things on here should be? Because I feel like he's scoring 2 touchdowns, but what do y'all think?
Oh yeah, the pass touchdown.
Yeah, 1.5.
Yeah,
how about these rushing attempts? You think Bill getting more than 10.5?
He got 10 last game.
Yeah, 10 last game.
11. I think he can get 11. I think that's
get 11.
That's a sneaky one.
I like the Jaden Rush really, but yeah.
Parsons had like 4.5 sacks versus us last year. It's almost a guarantee getting the sack versus if he plays enough. Like if they up his snap count.
Bro, our 2 tackles and interior by the time they saw us for the first time was trash, bro. Mm-hmm. We were like Tyler Biotis was on one leg, didn't even finish the game last year. By the time they saw our offensive line, our shit was broken. I'm telling you, it's not going to be like it was when he saw us them 2 times.
He got Jaden like twice, and we had to get him up off the field in week 18 last year.
Yeah. I mean, the line was broken by the time he got us both times.
It was makeshift.
Yeah.
And
so I'm with the Jaden 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm with the 2 touchdowns thing too. And if we want to replace the Micah joint, we could replace it with something else too. What else looks good?
Yeah, I know.
We still ain't do no anytime touchdowns, just so y'all know. We stayed away from that.
Oh, we didn't do the Josh Jacobs. Okay.
Yeah, we did Josh Jacobs. I think we did a rushing touchdown for him. We didn't do it anytime.
Bill or Ertz or Debo.
You can't do. Does it let us do Terry?
No, because we already did. We picked
Terry for receiving touchdown.
Yeah, we took him for receiving already because we know he ain't running the ball.
So for any time, it needs to be Bill or Debo because they can have it either way.
And I'm looking at the number, the multiplier on the anytime is way higher than
that Bill number probably sweet.
It's 2.59. It is pretty good.
And what's Debo?
2.30.
Oh, so those are both good to go.
Yeah.
Bill is the running back. Like I feel like Bill.
Yeah. I'm with it. How much was the attempts? The touchdowns are always more of a multiplier because it's a more difficult thing to have happen. Yeah. Let me see. Rush attempts. Yeah, that's at 1.76, and Jaden's at 1.84. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with anytime Bill touchdown.
Okay.
I think the legend of Bill grows even more.
Let's do it.
He's becoming an urban legend already.
So that's probably our most.
Ooh, that jank threw it all the way up.
Oh yeah, that did it.
We might be almost $1,000 now. Let's see. let's look and see.
Let's go, Bill. Let's go, Terry Debo.
Yeah,
Bill.
982. We at 982 now. So,
do y'all want to take the Micah joint off and put something else on there?
No, we can't use this.
Like I said, I hate to say it, but I'm pretty confident in the Micah.
I feel like if Micah play enough snaps, he definitely sack it. Jaden might walk right into Micah trying to extend a play that don't exist.
I don't think he's going to get a sack, but I'm outnumbered here, so I'm cool
Rico, what do you think?
Nah, I think Mike is gonna get on one, man.
Yeah,
I love this whole
I'm
line.
outnumbered
To
here,
your
and that's
point,
cool.
Jaden will walk into a sack, man. I think he's gonna get one now.
Yeah.
I think he every time he plays Dan Quinn too, he's super motivated. He just said today, he's like, maybe our paths will cross again. Like
he talking like they up in his snap count this week too. So,
and I mean, Micah could get a sack or two. We still gonna win the game. So I don't think it's like that detrimental.
Yeah. I said he can get one and we'll win. If he gets like 3, then that's a loss. But if he gets 1, we'll be straight.
I don't want him getting nothing. I'm sick of this man thinking he could touch my quarterback, but I think our line is so much better than the last 2 times he done ran into.
The line don't even got to be bad. Like one rep where he's Micah Parsons versus Josh Connerly could lead to and Jaden.
Well, that's
bullshitting in the backfield.
That's where they're gonna line him up. Clearly,
Jaden don't be throwing the ball away.
No, he don't.
He gonna tag Jaden's jersey as he's running out of bounds. There's your sack. Here you go, brother.
All right, so we good on this? Let me review it real quick. So we got Romeo Dubs for less than a half a touchdown. So no touchdowns for him. Josh Jacobs, more than a half a rush touchdown. So at least 1 rush touchdown for him. More than a half touchdown for Terry receiving. So we think he's going to have at least 1 receiving touchdown. Debo on a multiplier boost for 46.5 yards receiving. So 47 yards or more. Tucker Craft for 2.5 receptions. So he's got to have at least 3 receptions. Same with Eck, got to have at least 3 receptions. Parsons got to have at least 1 sack. And Bill, anytime touchdown, got to have at least 1 TD of any kind.
So we can only put in 10 on this, right? We can't put in 20 on this.
No, you can't up it because we use the promotion.
The promotion. Yeah.
We use the promotion. So let me make sure that, up to $10 for the promotion.
Oh, I gotta use the restroom real quick.
All right. So y'all good with it?
So how much is the payout?
$982.
And we used all 8?
Woo!
Yep.
That's sweet. Yep.
I like that.
That's sweet.
Right, let's do it.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. It's locked in.
There we go, fellas.
Okay.
There we go.
Got some more to look at during the game and see how it goes. Got some more to look at.
Which one is the one y'all are most nervous about? Clearly, for Lou, it's Micah Parsons.
It is. That's definitely the one I'm concerned about because I don't think he is actually going to. I don't think he's going to get there. Shout out to Sleeper, man. You guys are just killing this, man. You make this so easy to promote. We literally just spent 45 minutes making picks on the game, man. Fun, if you're out there and you haven't downloaded the app, what are you waiting on? Go ahead, download the app. The link to downloading the app is in the description of this video. Once you download the app and you register, make sure that you take advantage of the promo code KINGS25 to get you 100% match on up to $100 deposit. That means if you deposit $100, they're going to match that $100 deposit and give you an additional $100 to put down on some of these picks or play in a fantasy league, whatever floats your boat. Make sure that you don't delay. Get the Sleeper app today. So,
I mean, it just adds a whole nother element to the game because even the Deebo Samuel touchdown, I ain't gonna lie. When he first got it, I was jumping up for joy for myself for a second. Yeah. I was like, wait, no, yay, Commanders too.
Yeah.
But it just adds a whole nother element to watching the game. And I was like, yay, me at first. I ain't gonna lie. And then it became like, yeah, let's go, Commanders. Let's put this game away. Yeah. That too.
The Romeo Dobbs one scares me because I hate taking less thins because all they be taking is one play. They be taking is one play and the whole ticket is done.
Cool. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That the less than is definitely spooky.
The less thins are way spookier than playing the more thans, bro. Because they be taking one dumbass play and it's like, oh damn, it's over.
Yeah, that is such an Ed play, right? To take something less than every time we do this, Ed be like, yeah, I took him less.
I'm afraid of less thans, bro.
I don't think I've ever taken a less than on any of my bets to this point.
That's how I feasted
that's the first
past
time.
weekend. That's like 5 or 6 of my things last weekend were less thans. Especially like Brock Bowers, because I love Brock Bowers, but he doesn't score touchdowns. So I already knew. Yeah. I know my boy. I knew he wasn't gonna get a touchdown.
And you called it. He had over 100 yards and still ain't touched the end zone.
He doesn't score touchdown.
Still ain't found the end zone. So you do something. All right. So now we're transitioning to the game on Thursday. This is I kind of set the table a little bit, but this to me has big time implications, and it could have far-reaching consequences for the loser, and it could catapult the winner. There are a lot of people that believe the Green Bay Packers are now one of the best teams in the conference with the addition of Micah Parsons. I feel like the two best quarterbacks in the conference are locking horns. I think that they're going to have a rivalry starting with this game on Thursday night because the Packers aren't going away. They're going to be good. Jordan Love is not going away. He's going to be very good.
He's a dog.
And Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback in the conference, and he's not going anywhere anytime soon. And so I look at these two as, the two best quarterbacks in the conference locking horns for the first time in their careers. Jaden told us today that they're really good friends. Both were SoCal quarterbacks. They worked out with each other this summer, and they talked about playing each other in week 2. So this is going to be a fun matchup. And I want to know what you guys think about this game and, how you feel confidence-wise heading into this matchup.
Well, first of all, to your point, how the Eagles are a great team. That's a rivalry team-wise, quarterback-wise, is Jordan Love, easily. And so I'm really excited about that. But I'm going in here confident. Again, we've all said it, like we played sloppy off. Jaden Daniels said it immediately after the game. Zach Ertz said something to the same extent. Like we expect to score more points than that, no matter how good a defense is that we go against. And we left a lot on the table. Even outside of the Terry McLaurin should have been a 75, 80-yard deep bomb touchdown easily if, Jaden just doesn't just overthrow him by like 2-3 yards. It was a lot left out on the table. Some drop passes. Jaden was more inaccurate than I'm typically used to seeing him be. We were still working out a lot of kinks in the offense. Terry McLaurin wasn't heavily involved. You even had the Terry McLaurin catch that a lot of us felt like was a catch, and we challenged it and ended up not being. It was like a lot of little stuff that went wrong. I feel like even though we deserved a lot of penalties, and I don't like to blame refs for games because I just feel like we have to play to a certain standard to where we expect refs to not give us 50-50 calls. But the refs did give some little flugazy calls in that game. I feel like when we're on point, when we're doing what we do, to your point, Lou, like you said earlier, like there's no defense for us really. Like it doesn't matter how great the defense is. A great offense beats a great defense with the way that this current NFL is set up. A great defense is important, especially when you start to get to the winter games, January and February, stuff like that. But I think our offense is just so great that there is no defense for it. And I just feel like our offense can do a better job of attacking the Packers defense than the Packers offense can do. Especially if our defense can rush forward and get to the quarterback. This is going to be the true test to see if we can really do that. Because that Giants O-line, especially without Andrew Thomas, was probably going to be one of the worst O-lines we play against all season. If we can rush forward and get to Jordan Love all day today, that's going to let me know that this defense has the potential to be top 10, top 7 this year. And again, I'm optimistic about the defense. I'm confident about the offense.
Hell yeah, man. This game is setting up to be a really good game. And there's a reason why this is the first Thursday night on prime game of the year. I'm seeing promos on TV left and right. Jordan Love versus Jaden Daniels, one of the few marquee quarterback matches in this conference because there's not many of those ones in the NFC. Most of them reside in the AFC. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. And Jaden shows up during the bright lights. Jaden shows up the most during the bright lights. We are the Beatles. We take our show on the road. Our biggest moments last year were happening on the road, man. This team, they band together. This brotherhood, this culture we have, they thrive under it. They're excited. They're going to be ready for it. We got our joint practice session on Sunday out of the way to get some of those kinks out, to iron some of those kinks out. Jaden not going to be missing the deep over route to Debo twice this game. He's not going to be throwing it behind Zach Ertz. And next time you see Terry run a double move, Terry must be rewarded for a double move because he can't run them shits. He cannot run double moves. So him actually successfully frying someone on him, we got to go back to that at some point. The cornerback room of the Packers puts no fear in my heart. I like their front. I like their backer. Them corner, and then a couple of these no-name Bammers are on the injury report right now. I mean, everybody's on the injury report because it's a short week and you have to put out stuff immediately to start the week. But like their safeties, don't love their corners. I like how we fare in that matchup. Obviously, it's going to come down to the trenches on the offensive side of the ball. Where we go?
Now that you say it, that's really similar to how the Giants are set up, where we felt like the corners were the weakest part of not only just their defense, but probably their entire team, honestly.
And our receivers were open all damn day versus the Giants. Everybody was running free. Debo had space to run just about every route you saw him run on Sunday afternoon. And I expect more of that versus the Green Bay Packers. But Matt LaFleur can call offense. He can call offense, and Jordan Love is a really good quarterback. This is our first test of can we really stop the run, because Tyrone Tracy is solid. Josh Jacobs is one of the better running backs in the league. He had 15 touchdowns last year. He scored in 9 straight games. Can Kinlaw, Payne, Jacob Martin, Dietrich Wise, and company, can they get back there and show us that we can legit stop the run? Because last year's run defense, Josh Jacobs for 110 and 2 touchdowns, easy.
Yeah, I watched that Detroit game.
I did too.
I don't think their run blocking is all that great. I thought Detroit did a tremendous job of really bottling him up. He had a couple of solid hits in the run game, but nothing to write home about. There were a number of tackle for losses, tackle for no gain at the line of scrimmage. They were constantly in the backfield. I don't see any reason why we can't be just as disruptive in the run game. Where I worry is, can we get to the quarterback? Because Jordan Love had all day. When I say all day to throw against the Detroit Lions. They did a great job of protecting him. They got Aiden Hutchinson. He didn't get a sniff in that game. They did a great job of chipping him. They did a really good job of, cleaning up any of those twists and stunts in the games they were running up front. One of their tackles, Zach Tom, did sustain an oblique injury during the game. So we don't know his status.
He hasn't participated in practice at all this week. He missed Monday and Tuesday.
Right. But so this week is tough with people missing practice just because of, how it's set up. That's why I'm like, I wonder if he's actually okay, because he left the game. I don't know if he returned or not. But even if you return to the game because your adrenaline is flowing, you can finish a football game and then feel worse the next day. So he could definitely be out of this game, and he's a big part of their offensive line. So that's something to keep an eye on. But when I look at the Packers up front, I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball consistently on us. And one thing I love, Jordan Love's going to put that bitch in harm's way. Jordan Love's going to give you a chance to pick one or two of them things off. You just got to be prepared.
That's why he's not in that top 5, top 7 quarterback talk that we say with Jaden Daniels and some of the other. He's not in that tier because of that.
Yeah, he going to put that bitch in harm's way. He going to threaten the needle on a couple too. Like, God damn, that was a hell of a throw. But he also going to put that shit where you go, hey, Jordan, bro, you tripping. And we got to be prepared to make some plays on the football, get your hand on the football, tip it up in the air, something. Like, this feels like a game where we need to come away with a turnover, at least one. And that could be the difference in the game. I really like this opportunity, but the Packers are a good football team. They're really good. And I'm going to tell you the thing that scares me the most, but I'm going to let Ed get in some of this before I, keep going. What do you think, Ed, about this opportunity on Thursday night?
Oh, one thing I was going to say, did we hit him with the flex on the sleeper?
Of course not. You weren't here to talk us into doing the flex, Ed. You would have had to been here to be the voice of reason there.
Yeah.
You got 3 dudes over here who all guts, no glory, bro. Like, you would have had to been the one to talk us into that. And I don't know if you would have won, but you would have had to be the voice of reason there.
No, I get it. Scared money don't make any money. But so you said we're doing what, keys to victory right now, or like
just your overall thoughts on the game. If you want to get into something as you talk about it, that's fine. But this is just, we talked about this game, this matchup, and how big it could be. Jordan Love and Jaden Daniels, we think, have a chance to start a rivalry here. I truly believe, and I think some of the other Kings have said that they feel like these are the 2 best quarterbacks in the conference. Jaden said today that those 2 are friends, that they both grew up in SoCal. They worked out this summer together. So they're looking forward to playing one another. We think this could be the beginning of a budding rivalry, and this could have massive playoff implications. You could be talking about the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. The loser of this game could end up, with on the road in the divisional round against this team, so forth and so forth. Or the loser of this game or the winner of this game could end up with the number 1 seed in the first round bye. Like, that's the kind of playoff implications this potential game could have in week 2. We were asking, what were your thoughts about this game? Did you feel like this game was that important, or you're not really seeing all of that? You just think it's a big game because it's the next one on the schedule?
No, this is a big game because, like you said, playoff implications. I could see a world where the Packers, like watching them yesterday, I thought they were more impressive than what I saw from the Eagles last week on their ball. I thought their pass rush with Rashawn Gary, Michael Parsons, he filled in pretty well with his pass rush. He got the 1 sack on Jared Goff, who was way slower than
yes.
But yeah, no, the matchup wise. So Nate Hobbs, their corner. I don't know if you guys brought him up. He's supposed to be like one of their better corners. Of course, they have like probably arguably like I'm not gonna say they're a bad unit, but they don't have a shutdown corner. They don't have anybody that's like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna take a receiver away. They just don't have that. You can say the same thing about their receiving core. They don't have a number 1 corner. You can argue they don't really have a number 2 corner. They don't have a number 1.
They don't.
They don't have number 1 receiver. That's clear. Matthew Golden. You know, we haven't seen it yet. There's only 1 game. They're only back. Josh Jacobs said they don't have a number 1 last year in an interview. Publicly came out and said that.
Yeah.
Watson is out for multiple games this year. So just the wide receiver, of course, the biggest key is going to be slowing down Josh Jacobs. That's going to be the head of the snake. Forcing Jordan Love to beat you, which he can do it. And the receivers drop a lot of passes. We talked about our guys dropping like drops last year.
That's right.
A lot of drops. Dontavian Wick had a lot of drops.
Yep.
They got Romeo Dubs had a lot of drops.
Yeah, he probably was the leader of the drop crew out there.
They leave a lot on the field, but I think that our guys, like, nobody needs to travel, any of that. We're not going to do that anyway this year because we have Trey Amos on the other side, so nobody needs to do that anyway. Mm-hmm. But I think our guys can definitely take some of their guys away, wide receiver wise. But Josh Jacobs is going to be huge. I know you guys talked about the offensive line injuries as well. The guys that didn't play. I think Aaron Banks actually, there's a chance where he may not play. Mm-hmm. But even if he does play, like kind of like the same feeling with Andrew Thomas, in my opinion, if Andrew Thomas would have played, we would have beat them anyway. So if this guy Aaron Banks plays, we still have a really good chance anyway. But yeah, defensively, slow down Josh Jacobs, get pressure on Jordan Love. We need another big Kinlaw game. We need a big Deron Payne game. Dorrance Armstrong, all those guys got to step up. Joe Witt Jr. and all that. Offensively, I do think, of course, Jaden's going to have to use his legs, get Bill going, Eck, McNichols, spread the wealth, but we got to connect with Terry. Like Jaden, the pass that he threw behind Ertz, where Ertz dropped it, he's got to be on his A game. It's got to be a Bengals Monday Night Football type of performance for him. I don't even think it has to be that electric as that to win. Like, I think he can have an A-. It doesn't have to be an A+ game like that last year, but I think just be on his A game. Like, he's got to hit that pass to Debo where Debo dropped it, but he just threw it a little too far ahead of him. So it was kind of like a combination of both on who messed up on that play. But we do need we need that Monday Night Football A game clutch Jaden on Thursday night. We need him to be on his A game for sure. So offensively, I think we're gonna be fine. I'm not concerned. And Connerly versus Michael Parsons, are you gonna chip? You know, last year
they're definitely gonna chip, bro. Yeah. They're not leaving him by himself.
Right.
Unattended.
And
go treat him like a kid, man. He's gonna have a babysitter at all times when Michael Parsons in front of him.
So, like, you know, we neutralized Trey Hendrickson last year. Myles Garrett got 0 sacks, 0 pressures. There's so many top edge rushers that we went against last year and neutralized. Like even TJ Watt, he wasn't that much impactful against us last year. He had a couple plays, but it wasn't like he dominated against us last year. So my point is that pass rushers, we have the quarterback to neutralize a pass rush. We have a play caller and Cliff that neutralizes pass rushers. Same thing that we did against the Giants. Like, that's why I'm not super concerned. But Micah Parsons, he's going to make a play. It is what it is. Sometimes there's guys who just make plays. Like, we know Jaden's going to make a lot of plays. There's so many talented – there's talented guys that we know they're going to make that one impactful play. How do you mitigate against it? How do you respond? What do they do against Micah Parsons? So that's, like, my biggest thing that I'm looking for. But I'm really high on this Packers team. Like, I am. I'm pretty high on them. Like I said, if you watch the games – and like the point about Jordan Love, so he threw an interception to – the Lions linebacker that has like a lot of hair coming out the back. I think his name is like
Alex Anzalone.
Anzalone.
He dropped it. Like, it was like that was the easiest interceptions you can get in your career, and he just straight up dropped it. They called back a Brian Branch pick 6.
That Branch play was fire too.
It was. It
So
was.
there were some plays in that game that could have certainly gone in the Lions' favor. It wasn't just a 27-13. I think the score indication was closer than what the score indicated from watching that game for sure. But like I said, I think if Jaden just connects like we saw, if he connects on the Terry pass like he does like he will on Thursday night, if he connects on the Debo pass like he will on Thursday night, the Zach Ertz pass and some of the mishaps that he had, I feel like we definitely should come out with a win. Those are some of the things I'm looking for. But yeah, of course, how does Connolly do against Michael Parsons? Like I said, from a receiver standpoint, there's no Malik Neighbors and no number one. So I really feel like we have a good opportunity to take some of those guys out the game.
I want to ask y'all, do you think DQ has to go into this game with the same mindset he went into the Cincinnati game last year in week 3 on Monday night, where he was aggressive from the jump? Like, we're going to have to score points tonight. We got to be aggressive. If it's 4th and 4, we got to go for it. Do you think he's got to go into the game with that mindset?
It's just more so assuming the identity that we already know that we have, except the difference between that game and this one is that we've arrived already. And one of my favorite things Quinn said at the press conference today, they got to stop us too. They got to play us too.
Right.
That is the same thing as saying we packed that thing on us too. We packed that thing on us too. So it ain't just about them.
Yep. Your shit worked. I got one on my hip that worked too, bro. You think they stopped making them after yours?
Yeah, exactly. And if we win this game, it ain't no big upset. These are 2 evenly matched playoff football teams. Xavier McKinney is the player other than Micah Parsons that I circle because he's a problem. What, he had like 9 picks last year, like 8 or 9 picks last year. This team is not a team. They're a team that takes advantage when they force turnover. They're a team that's very high in scoring and they're not very high in yardage. So if they get a short field, if we start pissing the ball around like Bo Nix or somebody did over the weekend, then it could get dicey for us real quick because they take advantage of it when their defense rewards them with turnover. Xavier McKinney is a turnover machine. Thank you, God, that the Giants let him walk over to the Packers. So that is another player that I have circled. But I think you see more of us going for 4th down, us being super assertive and aggressive earlier because it is kind of required because the Packers are a team that could go toe-to-toe with you offensively where the Giants were not. So, yes, we get back to our identity more this week, but I don't think it feels like it did last year going into that Bengals game, even though the vibes feel like that. We are not this team that hasn't had our coming out party yet. Yeah. The Packers are right now kind of jockeying with a team like us to be the media darling. I see them number 1 on power rankings going into this week. Oh my God, are they the favorite out of the NFC? So everybody is putting them in that pole position right now for this to be their coming out party. But we love that. We love that moment. We love going on the road, and Jaden loves playing when the lights are the brightest. So I'm very, very, very excited about this. I'm not afraid of this Green Bay Packers team. We got that thing on us too. And I like my quarterback better than your quarterback. And I think this is one of those last quarterback to touch the ball type situations. Jordan Love is more liable to make a mistake in that situation than Jaden Daniels is.
I really, truly believe that the winner of this game will be at the top of most people's power rankings when it's all said and done. Like, if Green Bay wins, they're definitely, I mean, you're talking about beating Detroit and Washington, 2 teams that a lot of people feel like were going into the season really good teams. For us, this is a statement for us, right? Like, this is the only game in the first 4 weeks, I believe, where you get to make a statement. We won't know about this team if we say go 3-1, but this is our loss. But we beat Atlanta and Vegas, right? You won't know, right? Because you haven't played. And I don't want to, call those teams, trash or anything like that. I'm not looking at them though, because I think the Raiders are going to be a problem. Like, they're going to be tough. Geno Smith is a problem. They got some guys over there, but ultimately, this is the game where you kind of figure out where you are. And I like where we sit, and for all the reasons that you mentioned. Did you guys want to add anything to that conversation about us being aggressive? Do you think we're going to be aggressive in this game, or do you think that they're going to kind of just play it by the situation, but not necessarily going like you could tell last year. Dan Quinn made a concerted effort to say, "Hey, we're going to be aggressive here. If it's 4th down and less than 5, we're going for it, regardless."
Yeah, I feel like I don't even feel like we're going to be like more aggressive this week. I feel like it's more so like we're going to be more like who we really are. I felt like they knew very early on in that Giants game that our defense is going to be able to hold them and we don't have to force things. And I just feel like they took their foot off the gas. Maybe you could even say they got a little lazy. They started getting maybe a little vanilla at times to, try to, keep some of their plays a secret for their future opponents. I definitely feel like at a certain point, they stopped taking the Giants seriously, schematically, and decision-making skills wise. So I feel like we're just going to get back. I feel like we are going to be more aggressive, but I feel like it's more so it's going to be us. I feel like what we do against the Packers with more aggression is more of who we will be throughout this season. I just feel like the Giants game was more of an outlier. And also, no, I do agree that like this Packers game is serious because if we beat them here in Green Bay to lose point earlier, like that can set us up to play against them in the playoffs in Landover, Maryland.
NFC Championship. It could be. I've seen people throw around NFC Championship preview. Whoa.
Yeah. And the guys over there at Sportsocracy, and I always love his film work, and he's been like rooting for us ever since like the whole draft process and stuff like that. He did his power rankings. He had the Chiefs 7th. He had us 6th, and he said there was a big gap going from 7 to 6. He felt like after the Chiefs, it's a gap, big gap. Then it's the Commanders at 6, and then he had the Packers, I think, at 2. So a lot of people really feel like it's the Commanders and the Packers in their own tier of the NFC right now, even above the Eagles.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, I think if through one game, the Packers look like the better team than the Eagles. I do want to cook the Eagles a little bit after that trade, but for Tank Bigsby. But another point I wanted to bring up too from the previous question is that the penalties too. This is obvious. You cannot have 12 penalties. You really can't have more. I would say keep it under 5. It's gonna have to be like 5 or 4 or less. You can't get over 5. You can't be having 2nd and 16, 2nd and 19 or whatever.
Right.
I do want to see a little bit better clock management. I don't think the clock management was terrible. It was only one time where we had bad clock management right before halftime. They got to be sharp on that. But to get back to the aggressiveness, I do think they will get back to that because this is a better team. This is a high-powered offense that will be able to put up points way more than what Russell Wilson and the Giants will. So a lot of the Monday night, all the games last year we were aggressive, but a lot of the primetime games I felt like we were aggressive, of course, in the playoffs. If we are on our own 45, where against the Giants on Sunday, we were at our own 44, I believe, and it was 4th and 2, we decided to punt. I think if it's the third quarter and say it's 23-21, we're down by 2. That situation, if we're down, I do feel like Dan Quinn is going to try to march down the field rather than punting the football. So situational football is, of course, going to be super, super important. But yeah, if we're down, and we were up against the Giants, so if we're up, say, 27-20, and it's 4th and 2 on our own 44, then that situation, I feel like they punt like we were up against the Giants, and they just kind of wanted to put them away, but he still decided to punt. So, but if we're down by 2, like I said, in the 4th or 3rd, then I say in that situation they'll be aggressive. Maybe even in the first half too, because that Bengals Monday Night Football game where Luke caught that 4th and 2, I think it was like an even score or something like that. It was like the first half.
We were down 7-0.
Down 7.
They got the ball first, and Jamar Chase scored the touchdown on the first possession.
Okay. So yeah, first drives, because even the Eagles NFC Championship game, we kept going for it over and over and over. And then we did tighten up, like how the Giants tightened up against us, and we decided to kick the field goal in the first drive of the NFC Championship game. So I think, say first quarter, if hypothetically speaking, situational football, if the Packers do jump out and score 7-0, like that first drive, I could see Dan definitely be his usual self and trying to get that touchdown and go for it on 4th and 2, and we're on their 13. I think Dan will go for it.
I'm trying to make another fan base hate us, bro. The Bears, the Lions, bro. They became
Bucks.
The Bucks fans. Yeah. I'm trying to have another fan base come out of that game hating. Man, they're not even that good. They won because of this, and that. I know everything to excuse the fact that an L is going to be had because one is going to be served up at Lambeau Field on Thursday, and it won't be us taking it.
The biggest concern you have going into the game is what? My biggest concern are the tight ends. I think that we have a tight end covering issue. I'm hoping that Will Harris will help with that. But even on Sunday, Russell Wilson's best passes, the most explosive ones outside of Malik Neighbors, were to the tight ends. And last year we had issues covering the tight ends. I don't know if we've fixed that problem, but the Packers love throwing the ball. Jordan Love loves throwing the football to the tight ends. His first touchdown of the game was to the tight end. So he's going to throw the ball, and they've got a plethora of tight ends to get the football to. Can we successfully cover the tight end over the middle of the football field? I think that is where we are our weakest, is over the middle of the football field. Can we be more successful against the tight end? I'm hoping that we are able to slow the tight ends down, because I don't respect, and this is probably harsh, but I don't fear any of the Packers receivers. I don't.
Yeah.
So I feel like they can hurt us most with their tight ends, because I don't feel like they have an advantage at the receiver position against our corners. So the tight ends are what really give me pause, and I'm like, come on, we got to be able to slow them down, or else it could be a long day, because Jordan Love loves throwing the football to the tight ends.
For me, it's the run. Like, I need to see us stop a team that's actually capable of running the football before I can truly say we've turned a new leaf. You know, we did all of this off-season work to sell out for the run this year. We added all these bodies, the Kinlaws, the Dietrich Wises of the world, even Eddie Goldman.
Yep.
We added all of this girth up front to handle the run. Josh Jacobs can be a problem, man. A guy that can run for over 1,000 yards and over 15 touchdowns, scored in 9 straight games. You can't give Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love balance. Our way to win tomorrow is to make them have to drop Jordan Love back 40 plus times, 35 plus times, and make him throw it, because he's going to give you chances.
That's
Jordan
right.
Love's a very good quarterback, but he takes chances, and he throws almost a handful of plays that could be turnover worthy a week. And we don't like nice things, but we forced a bunch of almost turnovers on Sunday versus Russell Wilson. In big game situations last year, we found a way to force some turnovers. Quan Martin versus the Falcons. The fumble that saved us in the wild card round against the Bucks. There was a phantom for football. God said, no. You get a mulligan. You go right back to that goal line you just failed on and get in the end zone. The Dorrance Armstrong turnover that sparked everything in Detroit. And then Quan Martin just tore the roof off the building in that one. So in big game situations, when them lights are the brightest, we find ways to turn the football over. Shit, versus the Eagles on Thursday Night Football, we would have had another shot on it if we learned how to recover a fumble. I think it was Louvu or somebody nearby the ball and didn't recover it. So turnovers matter. So stopping the run and taking balance from them and taking advantage of nice things when Jordan Love puts it on a silver platter. That's going to change the game for us, because we don't be turning the ball over like that.
Yeah. Biggest concern.
Yeah, I'm just worried about if we're gonna to Rio's point, if we can still stop the run. To both y'all points, kind of like, is like that defense looked really good against the Giants. How do they look against these Packers? It's a little different ball game. I don't think that necessarily, because to y'all point, I don't think they have like any receivers that scare us. I don't think they just have like the best offensive line in football. So we're going to go against offenses that are maybe, you can argue, even better than the Packers. But I feel like this is a true test to see if we're actually really here. But to be honest, my biggest concern is just the short week, honestly. I feel like if this game were just on a normal Sunday, I would be even more confident in our ability to win. But the fact that we have to travel to Green Bay, which cuts into any of our practice time. I mean, Dan Quinn even said like over a week ago, I know we have the Giants game coming up, but we already have to start game planning and practicing towards the Packers, because we're not going to have any time between that Giants game and that Packers game to get ready. And so for me, I feel like mano-a-mano, similar conditions, we are the better team and we should win. But I mean, the Packers are just chilling. It's a short week for them too, but we're the ones that have to travel. And so my biggest honest concern is just the fact that it's a short week and it's an away game on a short week. But I think we're the better team. I still feel like we'll win.
Yeah, for me, I'm on the same wavelength as far as the run defense. They did a great job on Sunday against Tyrone Tracy and the Giants and Cam Scatterbo. But you know, Josh Jacobs, he's a dog, so they got to show that consistency. I think Ken Law and Deron Payne did a heck of a job. Dietrich Wise, Dorrance, and Johnny and Eddie Goldman did a great job. Also, of course, how does the rookie right tackle look? How does Josh Connerly look? Are they just going to target him a lot? I know we're going to ship Micah Parsons, but Sean Gary did a great job. They really did come after Jared Goff. They really did, and I get it. Once again, Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback. He's a more mobile quarterback. But how do we do against Micah? Micah, you know, he was a game record last year against us. We should have won the first game against the Cowboys that he played against us, and he was out there again. Like, you can run at Micah. Like, Marcus Mariota had a 34-yard run while Micah Parsons was on the field, so you can run right at him and run past him. You can run the ball against Micah Parsons for sure. And Jaden had a rushing touchdown last year too. So that whole saying that he's going to catch Jaden and nobody can run past him, like, Jaden ran past him last year too for a touchdown. So, but I am keeping an eye on Josh Connerly. Just how does he do as a rookie in a big game, Thursday night football, very big atmosphere, national spotlight. So I just want to keep an eye. I'm not super concerned or anything like that, but I'm just keeping an eye on his performance for the offensive line.
And can I give a quick shout out to the Kangs Legion? We got over 1,100 in the chat right now.
You did right there.
We got over. Hey, soft launch. Hey,
I see what you just did right there.
Shout out to the Legion. We got over 1,100 at midnight. It is Wednesday, so we are now one day away from our next game. We got 1,100 in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. Did it sound natural? It sounded good to me.
It did. I'm not gonna hold you.
It flows so well. I ain't even think about it.
Yeah, like, if I didn't say anything, I don't think anybody would even notice because it was so clean.
Kangs Legion,
I like the Legion, man.
That's
hey,
legit,
shout out. I love it.
I know that shit looks sweet on the shirt.
Oh man, that's clean. So, and while you at it, go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe for more great content. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, man. The King's in the building, and you definitely want to be there as well when we show up. So we really appreciate y'all for holding us down over 2 hours and still over 1,100 of you here and present. So my last thing to ask you guys, what do you think is our biggest strength? What is our biggest advantage heading into this game against Green Bay?
Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels.
You can say that. All right, let's take him out of the equation.
Okay, cool.
Because you can say that every week. Unless we're playing Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow, I feel like that's the answer every time. So we're not playing one of those guys. So what is the biggest advantage that the Commanders have going into
Weapons, I feel like we got them. Weapons. I mean,
I
again, to y'all's point, no Green Bay Packers receiver really scares you. I think it was Rio that said they just have a team of wide receiver twos, baby.
They do. 22 twos.
About 7 of them things.
22 twos.
And their tight ends could be dangerous, but Zach Ertz is the better out of the group if you put the two teams together there. I think Debo is easily, like, if you put all of our receivers together, Terry and Debo are the top two receivers in this game. You may be able to even sneak somebody else in there. Fully healthy Noah Brown potentially. And then, Josh Jacobs, I still feel like he's fairly underrated. I just feel like, if he had like a more insane Alabama campaign, I feel like people would, put a little bit more of a spotlight on him in the NFL, especially if he didn't play for the Raiders so long, where he just kind of existed and was balling out, but people didn't really care. But I think, man, I'm not saying Bill over Josh Jacobs, but man, that home run speed and that big playability is scary. I definitely just have our weapons over theirs, and we just already had to cancel out Jaden Daniels because we obviously feel like he's better than Jordan Love. So if you have the better quarterback and the better weapons, let's go.
I got ball control. Ball control is our strength, because when we get back to the identity of the team we know we can be, long sustained drive. We'll pull out a big play every now and then, but we are a kill you with one of them 11 to 12 play drives where Jaden's being surgical. We gashing you for 5 or 6 yards at a time. Next thing you look up, we took half the quarter with the football, like the playoff game versus the Bucs. Even the first drive against the Eagles, we know where that game went to, but that's our game. Ball control. The Lions did not offer enough resistance to the Packers on Sunday. The Lions actually won in time of possession. They possessed it 35 minutes to the Packers 24. You do that versus us and you see the difference in the scoreboard. If we possess the ball 11 minutes more than the Packers, we don't get the ball and bullshit around with it. So time of possession and getting back to who we are identity-wise, that's our strength in this game. And that's mixing it up between the pass and the run and just giving 5 the option to pick between on 3rd and 4th downs. Converting those 4th downs, long sustained drives are going to be how we steal this one on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going with the weapons too. I don't see they don't have a cornerback that can really stick with Terry or Debo or even Noah. Nate Hobbs is questionable. He didn't participate in practice today, so that's a big loss. If he doesn't play, even if he does play, I just don't see anybody that can stick with our guys. We just have too many weapons, too many options. You can use Debo on a jet sweep. He's running routes. He's running down the field. The connection with Jaden is really, really good. You got Terry. I think they're going to connect on Thursday night. You got Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler. There's just so many ways that we can really hurt you. JCM, Eckler as a runner. I mean, there's just so many ways that we can hurt you, and then Cliff dialing stuff up. So I just don't think they have guys that can really stick with us and stop us. And then just the no huddle, up tempo offense. Like we were getting some of the Giants guys tired for sure. So I think we get that no huddle going, that up tempo. We can really keep them on their heels. And I don't think they're going to be able to stop Jaden as a runner and as an improviser too. When he uses his legs to throw and when he uses his legs to scramble on a 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 5, I just don't see them stopping that. So I just think we have too many weapons for their defense.
Looking at it from the opposite end of the spectrum,
defense.
I think that our corners are going to be able to lock up their receivers and really force Jordan Love to have to go through his progressions, maybe hold on to the ball a tick longer, give that pass rush a chance to hit home, make him uncomfortable, hopefully force him into a couple of errant throws, bad decisions, what may have you, that give us a chance to take the ball away from him. I really, truly believe that our corners, Joe Witt Jr. showed last week, even with Malik Neighbors out there, that we weren't afraid to man up. That's what he wants to do. He wants to play man. They're going to mix in some zone. They're going to do some different things. But at his core, he wants to play man coverage. And I don't see a guy like – now, I did see some man beaters last week. The touchdown that they threw to Jaden Reed to make it 17-3, they ran a wheel route. Caused a little confusion on that natural pick, and he got open for the touchdown. Like those are man beaters that the Giants tried to run against us. Several times they ran that wheel route combination and concept. And so you're going to see those against man. We're going to play man. I think we're going to be able to really disrupt them playing man. Now the question is, can we use the extra time that he may have to hold on to the football to get to the quarterback? I believe that we'll be able to make him uncomfortable because he will have to hold on to the football. And hopefully the pass rush gets there, because I expect us to stop the run. I expect us to really slow, because I wasn't impressed with their pass run blocking. I thought they did a really good job of pass protection. So I really think we're going to stop the run. And I'm hoping that extra tick that he has to hold on to the ball might allow the pass rush to hit home. But I do think that's a big advantage for us, our corners against their receivers. So we've said all of that. Do y'all want to save your predictions for your shows and your channels, or do you want to give them now? Because we can wait. Still 2 more days until the game gets here. And
I'll give you my decision. I'll keep the score, but I'll give you my decision.
Okay.
I haven't come up with a number yet, but I'm definitely picking the Commanders to win. I'll tell you that.
Me too. It's win. W. That's what we can all discuss. If we got us winning or losing the game, we can save our score prediction for our previews and stuff. Y'all got us winning too, Ed, Lou?
I do as well. Yes.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm sticking with what I picked at Crystal City Sports Club, so I do have us taking a loss.
Yeah, I did too. I had us losing that game, but I had a chance to look at the team, our team, their team for a game, and I was so impressed with what we did, even though we, left a lot of points out there. We left a lot of meat on the bone. Just seeing how, like, the defense was the one unknown for me. Like, let me see what these boys talking about.
Yep.
They suffocated the Giants, bro. Like, strangled them to the point where their fan base thinks their season is done.
Yep.
Like, their coach thought about benching the quarterback.
Yep.
Like, our defense was so good, and we haven't seen a defense play at that level here in Washington. They didn't score a touchdown, y'all.
You ain't did that shit in 5 years.
They didn't score a touchdown, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we don't talk about shutouts around here because we just don't get them.
Okay.
But that's as close as we've come to shutting somebody out around here in a very, very long time. So,
yeah, and to your point about like when we did the in-person live show August 24th, like there are some unknowns that like kind of got answered a little bit. The defense looks better. Of course, we got to see it over the course of a season,
right,
and not just against a bad Giants of offense, but the defense looks better. But also like offensively, we like Deebo Samuel was better than what we, you know, I wouldn't say hoped, but expected, especially like early on week 1 off rip. Same thing with Bill. I feel like the things that we lacked on offense were things that we kind of expected to work. Like the Terry McLaurin connection, we know that's going to come back. That wasn't working in that game. There's like a few other Jaden Daniels being inaccurate more often than we're used to. Like things that were like automatic assumptions. Like we know we're going to get this every week. We didn't even get those against the Giants and still look that good. And I just know that when those things from last year that we expected to happen start to join with all of the new wrinkles that we're starting to see this year, this offense is going to be unstoppable. So yeah, I definitely feel different about my prediction for this Packers game now after the Giants game than back then.
Yeah.
I had us losing. I had us winning like four out of our first 5. So you know, right on schedule.
Yeah.
This is the only loss I have for like a while though. I have us for the next couple of games.
I mean, shit, the Chargers even look better than we probably thought they did when we did our predictions.
You had it starting off like 8-0 or something like that.
That was Rico. Rico had us starting off like 9-0 before.
He had us like something crazy, and I was not far behind him. I think I had us at like 6-1.
Which is very realistic. You know, I just want to see where we're at when we play the Chiefs, because I know that game could be like, you know, 6-1 versus 6-1 or whatever it's going to be by the time we play the Chiefs.
If the Chiefs are, you know,
I'm about to say they got the Eagles this week. They got to win. They in some trouble if they lose that game.
That's true too. But no, I feel very confident either way, especially the way, you know, even though we didn't play our best ball against the Giants, like we looked really good, like very strong in certain points. Like the run defense was the most impressive thing. If the run defense plays like they did on Sunday, then we win. Like there's no question about it. We hold Josh Jacobs under like 50 yards or 40 yards, then we could win by double digits if that happens. That's how strong I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to the comment section.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Dawson Jordan, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
My God, what up?
All right. Canes, how y'all feeling, boys? Hey, what up, Dawson? Man, I'm feeling great, bro. Like getting that win in week 1, getting off to the start that we got off to, it definitely instilled confidence in me for sure. How y'all feeling?
Confident as well, man. I'm feeling good. I feel like we about to put a show. We ain't never seen the burgundy on gold combination in prime time at nighttime yet, or on the road. So we getting a lot of first on.
Yeah, they busting out. They all whites though, so they gonna be crispy at the crib.
And they already told their fans, and they fans actually listen in Wisconsin. You know, they know how to understand an assignment.
Yeah, they about to shout out to us. Yeah, it's definitely about to look crazy out there. Danny P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, how y'all feeling about Connolly versus Parsons and Gary? Again, they're not going to leave him unattended against Parsons. I think he's going to be fine against Rashawn Gary. Gary's strengths aren't the thing that Connolly necessarily struggles with. Not that he can't get beat by Rashawn Gary, but I think Parsons is the one that I'm concerned about. That's the one that I'm like, that his quickness, his speed, his get off. We're not leaving Connolly alone.
He falling into a sack on Thursday, man.
I hope y'all for the sake of our picks, I hope y'all right, but I want to be right on this one. Just like you say, I told y'all so, but for the sake of our picks and our $982.50, okay, yes, he's getting a sack. Dory Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, preseason champs to season over in week 1. Fans were loud Sunday. Home field advantage is back. Brought my menace back to DC. LOL. Yo, it was so it was so much fun just watching them be silenced. And And basically, like they knew about halftime, they knew
Yep.
their shit was over. They knew they was dead in the water at halftime. And it was just it was so much fun watching them just concede the fact that their season is done in week 1. And we did it to them. That was the most gratifying thing.
Oh, Lou, just to let you know, you skipped past the first super.
I did?
Yep.
Okay.
Corwin Smith.
No, it's not showing up on my screen.
Oh, it's not showing up on yours? Okay, I'll read it on mine.
Yeah, okay. Let me take this one off.
Yep. Appreciate you, Corwin Smith, for the $4.99 super chat donation. He said, "Sup, Kings. Already got Lou's answer, but who was your king of the game Sunday? Why? And your biggest surprise, good or bad?" So that's between me. Who was yours, Lou?
I think I gave it to Debo, was my king of the game. He was just fantastic. As there were so many guys like Nick Ballore that stood out, and I always like to give John Bates a cold one, bro, because he just be cracking skulls in the run game, and people don't give him enough credit because he's not out here catching passes. But I had to give it to Debo, bro. I mean, he had the game sealing touchdown. He had led the team in targets, catches, yards, receptions. You name it, he did it, man. He was everywhere. There were a lot of guys on the defensive side too, but it was Debo that I had as my king of the game.
I'll jump out there and say my king of the game, I'm giving it to Javon Kinlaw, because that was the biggest acquisition that fans had a lot to say and nothing positive to say about it when it happened. Why are we giving this guy $15 million a year? That is Adam Peters' boy. And when you draft somebody in the first round, you see him differently than everyone else sees him. And at 27 years old, from the area, they felt like this was the culture he was going to thrive in. Boy, did he set the tone. That is one of the best defensive tackle games I've seen played here in a long time. It's easily Javon Kinlaw for me.
Yeah, my king, if I had to give a king and a surprise, Javon Kinlaw can't be my surprise because I was trying to warn everybody all off season.
With the video.
Yeah.
Video out there. And I was catching hell. People were so upset. They're like, why are we paying this guy $15 million a year? I was like, just watch. You'll see. This guy is different, bro. We have the right environment for him. He finally has had over a year to fully recover from all of his injuries. He's playing next to Payne. And, we already knew Payne was just going to be better not playing next to Jonathan Allen for several reasons. So it's just... I came into the game feeling like Javon Kinlaw was going to have a great game, so I wasn't the least bit surprised, but I was really happy to see him go out there because, he's from the D.C. area. Eddie Goldman is too, which I thought was pretty cool that both of them had great debuts for the Commanders. And so that's definitely my king of the game. If I had to say a surprise, I mean, I expected Trey Amos to be good, but again, on an island with a top 7 receiver in the NFL, the best receiver in the division, I'm assuming maybe there was some safety help back there. It wasn't on screen that I could see. To be able to do that is phenomenal. Like that exceeds my hopes and goals for Trey Amos. Like I didn't expect for him to be that good this soon, and he's only going to get better. So I would have to say Trey Amos is my surprise. Just off of, I knew he'd be good. I didn't think he would look elite already. He looks like he's making a strong case for defensive rookie of the year already.
Ed?
For me, it's Debo. 7 catches, 77 yards. I mean, we heard the noise. He heard the noise all offseason that he's out of shape, he's fat. Somebody commented and said that he is fat, that they saw him at MGM the other day, which, we know Debo's outside a lot, but that's cool. But he's always going to have that doughy build to him. So he's always going to have that look. But 7 catches, 77 yards, the touchdown run for 19 yards, had a heck of a game. Terry didn't have a super impactful game. And Debo stepped up. This is the connection that Debo and Jaden gained over training camp. But Debo looks like he's going to be the real deal this year. So he was the best player on the field on offense for sure. Biggest surprise to me was Chris Moore. I mean, he was awful in the preseason. He should have been cut. He didn't look like an XFL player at one point in the preseason. Throughout, he really didn't. He didn't look like he was NFL caliber at all. For him to make that 34-yard catch or to make a catch at all was huge. That was the biggest surprise for me.
Yeah, I didn't know that we were going to be as effective. I thought we could be defensively. I was expecting them to slow the run down. I did not expect them to be that dominant against the run. But I knew we could do some things against that offensive line. But I was so pleased with the secondary. I think I said the biggest surprise for me was how sloppy we were. I think that was my biggest surprise. Like, even like one of the biggest surprises was how poorly we managed the game, right? We wasted 2 first half timeouts, which put us in the quandary that we ended up in at the end of the half. Then Cliff inexplicably calls a quarterback draw.
Oh my God!
Which led to us having to rush up to, like, it was so dumb, right? Like, to put yourself in that position. I guess he thought we were going to catch him napping. He might be able to score or at least get the first down so you can come up and spike it. But he didn't get the first down. That brought up third down, I think that brought up, it brought up third down. So I think you couldn't spike it. It would have made fourth down and XYZ. It was just dumb. And then he gets the intentional grounding. We don't get any points out of it. And the second half was even worse. We didn't have any timeouts at the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. We were out of timeouts. There was one.
Jaden was mad about one of those in the second half. Like, you can hear him through the live.
I got it. You ain't got to call somebody. I got it.
Yeah.
Like, Jaden be loud as shit on the field.
I was so shocked at how poorly we were able to, like, just do the things that we didn't have to worry about last year. We didn't worry about wasting timeouts and poor clock management and those type of things. I think that was the biggest surprise for me. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Daniel writes, "What's up, Kings? Yeah. I saw somewhere that Bill is the first Washington rookie to score a touchdown in week 1 in his debut since Alfred Morris in 2012. I wouldn't be shocked. We really haven't had any real rookie running backs that came in with fanfare that, was going to play.
Yeah, Geis did, but he died in preseason, like his knees just blew out.
That was him and Bryce Love were the two, and Bryce Love never saw the field, right? We really never had any running backs that we really truly invested in outside of Darius Geis, to Rio's point. And again, he got hurt in the preseason, so I can't tell you that we ever had a guy that would do it since 2012, to be honest with you. So makes a ton of sense if that is true.
Just to let you know, Bill has the most rushing yards out of any rookie running back. All of the ones drafted before him, Aston Genty, Amari and Hampton. I think it's the Denver Broncos one that's like second. But it's like
RJ Harvey,
20-yard gap. Yeah.
He had a big run too, just like
Sampson had like combined yards up there. But shout out to Bill, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And Bill also right now is the highest graded running back in the entire NFL. That's not even just rookies, that's everybody. And he's the first 7th round pick to have a 75+ rushing yard and a touchdown debut in NFL. I think.
They be just finding shit too, man.
I don't know how people find those.
And I'm cool with that shit because it all fits the Bill propaganda.
Hell yeah. We pushing the hell out there.
Boy, the first player to ever hit a 3 after tying his shoe with 2.
Hell yeah. They making up shit. I'm all for it though.
I'm retweeting all that shit.
Hell yeah. I'm here for all of it. Metaphor, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Metaphor writes, Thursday dub Kings promo, new Bill logo hats, burger. Hey, and them James fire too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I meant to get back at him and tell him, because he asked me if I wanted one. I was like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I wanted one. Yeah, them shit's fire though. I might have to go ahead and get one of them joints. Shout out to my guy, Metaphor.
What up, Metaphor?
JB3, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, invite Gabe on the show. He might not get the NFL bag, but we can get him this YouTube bag. He came from the same seed as 21. I don't know why y'all feel so invested in Gabe to try and do this or do that for Gabe. Gabe gonna do what he want to do. If Gabe want to keep playing football, he can keep playing football, whether it's here and somewhere else. If he want to keep that dream alive, he gonna keep playing ball. If you want to do the YouTube thing, it's here for him. Like,
and that's why we always shout out to Gabe.
Yeah, man. Like Gabe he has options and doors open to him that most people don't, because of who he is and who his family members are, or family member is, or was. So, look, shout out to Gabe, bro. You know what it is, man. SOTG. All day, every day.
Come on down, Gabe. We got a spot for you.
They damn sure do, man. Don't bullshit your way through this if you really want to do it, man. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Swaggy P. Commander Kanks.
What up?
Damn, it feels good to be 1-0. Hell yeah. We are the streak breakers, aren't we? That we are. No win in Lambeau since 86. Damn, that was a very good year. Time to end that Thursday. Hashtag raise hell. Yo.
Oh, it's 86. I thought I read 88. Well, either one, that's a wild.
It's one of them years in the 80s. Like, whatever it is, that's wild. Whatever it is.
It's crazy.
Exactly. Like, whatever it is, that shit is wild. So, it's time for that to end.
When you think about us playing in Lambeau, what game comes to y'all's mind?
LaShawn Taylor should have had 15
yes, should have had 1,000 interceptions off Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the first. That's the only game I think about in Lambeau.
And then it's that part, and then Santana Moss fumbling at the end because he caught a little like a little wide receiver screen, or I think it was like a little comeback or whatever. And he went to do all this extra shit. He broke a tackle, spun, and then somebody hit him, and the ball came out. And that's how we lost 17-14, and we were driving for points. Yep. So yeah, I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
That too, and the Taylor Heineke he fumbled.
Oh my God, he fumbled diving into the end zone.
Yeah, he went out of bounds.
Well, they jerked him first, right? They said he gave himself up.
They did what now?
They jerked him. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that one. They jerked him.
I don't like how you stood on Bass. You're way too firm with that shit.
They jerked him around on that one, bro.
I don't like you ain't blink. There was too much eye contact. With that
I'm so disappointed.
You said that shit way too diligently. I don't like that shit.
Hey, they definitely jerked him. I told somebody on my channel. I said, "Hey, I'm on probation, bro." So the name he did a YouTube name, right? And I knew who it was, but it was like 22 inches long and 12 inches thick or some shit. That was his name. I was like, bro, I'm on probation. I'm not reading that shit, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
I'm on probation.
He super chatted like 5 times. I'm like, I said, we're not doing that. We're just gonna call you inches, bro. Like, we're not doing that.
Hey, Rico you gotta make some type of disclaimer for Lou too. I can't be the only one up here with a disclaimer, bro. Because this shit is it gets really egregious sometimes, man.
It's scary. It's scary, especially that one, like you said, the eye contact and
they definitely did that, bro.
The double down, like the man turned, looked straight into the camera. That shit was real dastardly, Lou. I don't like that shit.
I know the Commanders Packers game is the matchup between the oldest and the youngest teams in the NFL.
I think that's so. They said at the press conference that the Packers have been one of the youngest teams in the league 3 years straight, and they had asked DQ about the two contrasting styles of building rosters, and he talked about them drafting the 2 young linebackers, Quay Walker and Edgerrin Cooper, and he talked about. Lucas Van Ness was a first-round pick. Rashawn Gary's a first-round pick. You trade for Michael Parsons, who's still in the prime of his, like literally going into the prime of his career. So they're so young defensively. Offensively, every one of their receivers is young. They don't have a veteran receiver on their team. I don't know if any of their tight ends are veterans either. Like, almost every single one of their skill position guys Josh Jacobs might be the oldest dude on their team. Like, real talk. Seriously, like that's crazy. It's they're super young over there. Like, and we're the polar opposite. It's crazy, but we're gonna see how it works out for us, man. I like our squad. J.2626, thank you for the Dubski, man. Really appreciate you. Who writes, what's good, fellas? Louie, for the first time in a long time, I feel hella confident that our team can compete with anyone. Same. Like last year, for the longest time during the season, we were on some happy to be here shit. I think by the time we got together as the Kings, and we were talking reckless, bro.
We were talking.
Remember, we were
crazy. That's 7-2.
Yeah, that we were talking greasy, bro. Like.
And then 2 was different.
Man, we was on some crazy shit, bro. And it ended up turning like we were saying at that time, the least amount of games we could win was 12. Right?
We hit
12. So, in our defense, it didn't turn out all that bad, but we were talking 14, number 1 seed. We were talking all kinds of crazy shit.
Life hit fast after them 3 straight losses.
Yeah.
After that stream, it was loss, another one.
Yeah, bro. That shit brought us back down to earth. We were talking real, like, yo, if we beat Tennessee, we were talking some real.
That humble pie tastes different, man.
We was really like, yo, Tennessee ain't no joke. They just scored 36 points last week and beat the Texans on the road. Like, we was shook, bro.
Man, Westbrook Akine, man.
yeah. That's your boy. That's your boy. I'm so glad that I didn't have to look up your home address for him out of here, bro. I'm so glad that didn't come to fruition, because that could have got really ugly. Kyle W., thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kyle writes, what's good, Kings? Yo, I got to give Bates some flowers. This kid is literally a third tackle on the field for us. Blocks his face off, yo. He different, bro. Like, John Bates is different. And it gives us a distinct advantage when he's on the field. It feels like blocking every time.
He loves to block. He loves that shit.
And he doesn't just block dudes. He eviscerates them. Or as Rio likes to say, he knocks them into a different realm. Like, it ain't even funny how he be taking it, like on the Bill run. He took that linebacker and pancaked him, bro.
Yep.
Like, the shit he be doing just be flagrant. And like, you're not supposed to be able to do that to another grown man who is trying to stop you from doing this to him. That's crazy.
That's why he got paid. He got the 3-year deal.
Yep.
Paid.
A lot of people were disrespecting the fact that he was getting that money. Now they understand why. Worth every single penny. Greg,
it's like national analysts acknowledging, yes, like this is the best blocking tight end in football. Right. Every Commander's big running play, he was because of it. Like the Jacory one was crazy, the big 42-yarder, because like he realized this guy's not going to be able to stop Jacory. Jacory's so explosive and quick.
You're running yourself out of the play.
Yeah, he knew he was going to run himself out of the play, and then he just went and actually blocked the next guy. Yeah. So essentially, 2 guys got handled right there, and Jacory just took off.
Yeah, that clown that just ran that big loop for no reason. He's like, bet. I'm gonna go block this linebacker then. Never mind. I'm gonna just go to the second level. I don't even got to mess with you.
That's quick thinking right there. That's like a younger guy would probably just go block the first guy they see.
Bates is like, no, I'm putting my hands on somebody on this play. Like, I'm blocking somebody. I'm gonna find some work. He always finds some work. Greg, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I wish we got this Payne more consistently. When he's on, he's one of the most complete defensive tackles. What's ITL mean, y'all?
In the league.
In the league.
Thank you.
Okay.
Because I'm that shit, right? Hope he can take this motor because he's an animal. #HTTC. I agree, Greg. I mean, I was a Daron Payne stan back in 2023 after the year he got broke off. I was arguing with people that he was up there with the what's the defensive tackle with the Jets? Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams, Otherworld, and that's before Dexter Lawrence had went crazy and decided he wanted to be leading the league in sacks and type stuff. But I was like, yeah, he better. I was arguing with Giants fans then who thought that Dexter Lawrence was better than him, etc. Nah, it just didn't work out after that. But like you said, when he's on, man, Payne be on a different level. Like that dude we saw on Payday Payne, who we just saw on Sunday, he different, bro.
When Payne having fun and smiling, that's a bad sign for the other team.
Yeah, he different, bro. For sure. Davon Cash, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the dime. Who writes, hey, Kings, hope all is well. Likewise, Davon. So, what about those Bears? I'm about to go enjoy that game too much in the coming weeks. I don't even know what they'll be by the time. I don't know. I haven't looked at their schedule to see who they play. But
they played a lot.
They play this week?
Yeah, Ben Johnson, I believe. So
shit, they do play. Oh yeah, they do. Yep.
Where is that game at?
In Detroit, I think.
I think either way is a loss.
I think it's in Detroit.
Ben Johnson going back to Detroit in week 2?
I think it's in Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah, either venue is a loss. Either stadium is a loss. Yeah, it's at Detroit, but either way, it's a loss.
Woo!
They might be 0-2 right off the rip.
Let me start golf this week in fantasy.
Hey, they might be 0-2
Hey.
off the rip, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic, but it is Caleb Williams censored. He is now, if it's to y'all point, he might end up being the worst of like the 6 top quarterbacks in that draft class, because now he has lost to every single one of the other quarterbacks in his draft class that he's played against. Of course, Jaden, Drake May, and Jake McCarthy. He's 0-3 against all 3 of them.
Yeah. And I'm still shocked at how bad they played against Drake May last year. Like that game wasn't even close.
Like 19-4 or something.
Like weird ass.
Yeah, it was like it was like 19-3.
I mean, my fault. 19-4, something like that.
All the Bears fans that usually infiltrate my chat on my channel, I'm looking for them, man. They on milk cartons right now.
Yeah, nah, they ain't coming back, bro.
19-3 against the Patriots before the free agency spending spree.
They had that first quarter yesterday and completely did nothing right. Like some of them misfires were like that 4th down joint. Like I can't even explain that.
That was wild because he had a clean pocket, a wide open receiver, and you just like, bro, what was that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you got to have it at the end of the game. And DJ Moore is screaming wide open.
Streaking down the sideline.
I can't explain it, bro.
He threw that bitch to the stands.
I'm surprised, Rio, you didn't bring up his fit. Like the whole shirt is hanging.
Oh my God. That nasty ass Nike factory clearance rack TJ Maxx gray shirt hanging out the jersey. That should have told us how he was about to roll tonight.
Nah, not really. So like I can't even laugh at it. It literally makes me mad to see it.
That might be the worst quarterback drip from like a minority quarterback in the history of the league, bro.
We're ignoring the nails. We're just talking about the whole fit itself.
The earrings, everything. Like
he had like a Nick Allegretti shirt on under his jersey, and then he had it hanging out. Had the sleeves hanging out. The sleeves
was out too. Yeah,
it was sloppy, bro. That felt like some pros versus Joes. Like some fan won a trade a player contest, and they just picked him up from the crowd and threw him on the field. Thank you for bringing that up, Ed, because that shit was pissing me off yesterday.
Yeah, man. Lil Face got the worst on-field fits, man.
Yeah. He's from the so that's a gear cell, just cook them up type thing. But I think
please get them gear.
Yeah, I think the league might actually step in and say that you can't have your stuff hanging out like that. You gotta have it like cleaned up. So I think
tight.
He made the league look bad.
There's families out there watching this.
Yeah, that shit is nasty, bro. Like that ain't even like the good shit at Nike. He definitely went to Potomac Mills, copped that shit at the Nike factory outlet. It was on one of them racks that no one goes to, where it's all like 7X shit on the rack. He grabbed one of them joints because it was the last thing he saw. Put it under his jersey. He got the nerve to let the sleeves hang out the jersey and untuck it. Like that's disgusting. He should get fined for that shit. I hope they fine him $10K for that.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
Somebody said he looked like Craig David.
Will you fill me in?
That's my dog too. I actually really rock with Craig David. Skins man just said that.
That shirt was nasty. That's one of the worst undershirt jerseys I've ever seen.
Again, it makes me so mad. I can't even really laugh at it. It just made me angry towards him.
The only thing I seen worse than that over the first weekend of football was Kyler Murray's outfit. Like Kyler Murray came out with like George Washington Carver hair with like this nasty pink sweater on that was worse than Kyle Kuzma. It looked like he had like bullet holes all over his outfit. It looked really bad. Like you can't represent the league like that. Like they gotta put it. They're gonna have to reprimand him and make these guys wear suits again or something because they make it.
I didn't catch his.
No, it's bad.
Take notes from Teddy, man.
Kyler Murray is bad.
Teddy had the Louis Vuitton shoes on.
Chrome hearts.
Yeah.
Louis Duff.
Yeah. Teddy different, man. He went from flying through walls in the commercial to showing up with the ultimate drip.
That boy Kyler, man, he had Marquis de Lafayette hair. Like that shit was nasty.
I'm looking at the fit right now. It's
Kyler shit is egregious, man.
He don't even have on shorts. He got on longs.
Yeah, he got on some Yeah, that's crazy.
The shoes is baggy.
It look
bullet
06,
holes,
very
silk sweater.
04, very snap beat, very like that.
like he
He
about to
already
catch that shit.
made the side, so on his
Yeah, and lean back with it. Them franchise boy ass fit with bullet holes on it.
Hey,
That crazy.
that's wild.
I hate it.
Damn, I hate it for him. I hate it for him.
My quarterback would never.
Everything's cyclical though, man. Everything comes around in waves. So maybe he
I
was
hope
bringing
he's
it
not
back.
down. He's like, not this.
Christopher McLaughlin, our guy, Steve Mack. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, my guy, Chris. Thank you for the Dubski, who writes, "Hey, Lou, Rio, Rico, and Ed. Hope all is well. Likewise, as always. 3 questions. 1, what do you think Joe Witt can do on defense to help generate turnovers, and why? 2, how would you stop Josh Jacobs? Stack the box, and why? And 3, what's the plan to stop Parsons and Gary? So what do y'all think Joe Witt Jr. can do on defense to help generate turnovers, and why?
I mean, again, to the point of Jordan Love just likes to throw dangerous throws anyway. Just catch them. Just be ready. Just do what you're supposed to do. Be where you're supposed to be. Jordan Love gonna throw them to you. And yeah, I guess just to run through all. Should we just go through all 3 answers, or are we gonna go?
You can if you got them. If you got them right now, bam, 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 knock them out.
Okay, and 2, I don't feel like we necessarily have to stack the box because I feel like, again, we'll see if they can do it. If that was just a Giants O-line situation, but that being able to just only have 4 defensive linemen, Bobby Wagner was kept so clean. Like he wasn't having to shed blocks.
He was running through the line and getting tackles for loss
and just getting clean tackles. I feel like we can do that again against the Packers. We just got to see though. And then the plan for stopping Parsons and Gary, I mean, similar to what we said before the Giants game, screens. A really effective run game to where they have to question, is it a run or a pass? They can't take off immediately after Jaden Daniels. They have to hesitate a little bit just in case if it is a run, run play their way, and they have to be ready to set the edge. So I think an effective run game, Jaden Daniels getting the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker, especially with our receivers being able to get open against this not so good cornerback group and the screen game.
I'll jump in real quick. I think stopping the run is going to help you generate some turnover opportunities in this game. If you can stop the run, and because Jordan Love suffers from that hero complex, right, where he feels like I got to do something here, and if you consistently put him in 3rd and 9, the offense is struggling, and he feels like he's got to do something, he'll force an opportunity. So I think the best way to help generate turnovers, at least in this game in particular, is to stop the run. I don't think you have to load the box to stop Josh Jacobs. I really think we have enough up front to really get to Josh Jacobs. This Packers, offensive line, I was not impressed with their run blocking against Detroit. So I think we should be fine in that department. And then stopping Parsons and Gary, like they both can't line up on Josh Conley Jr.'s side. I mean, they can theoretically, but they're not going to. Somebody's getting erased by Laramie Tunsil. So whoever isn't, and I would assume they're gonna every time Parsons is on the field, they're gonna line him up over by Josh Conley, or they're gonna line him up on the interior. If they watch film from last year when he had success against us, but our line is different than it was last year. So Gary, I think we can neutralize him. I don't feel like he should be a big problem. Parsons is the one that can definitely, change the game, but I feel good about if we could just chip him. That's why they're going to move him around, because if you just line him up on the outside, they double teamed him. He still broke through the double team, but this ain't Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? If Jaden feels the slightest, twinge of pressure, he's just going to take off, and he's not catching Jaden from behind. So I think the plan is to keep tabs on Parsons and try and neutralize him the best you can by making sure at least 4 hands are on him at all times. Gary, I think we can block him without doing anything special.
Yeah, for me, Joe Witt can put everybody in the right places all they wants to. He cannot possess their bodies and make them catch, make them hop on fumbles, and be opportunistic. There comes to a certain point where coaches can put you there, you know what I'm saying, but they can't make the turnover happen for you. We had 3 almost or should have been turnovers on Sunday. To make it happen, players need to actually learn how to catch and recover a football. So that's on them. That ain't Joe Witt. had guys in position to do so on Sunday. He did his part. They got to meet him halfway. How would I stop Josh Jacobs? Well, you spent all this money in the offseason adding all this size up front. You shouldn't have to stack the box to do so. You need Payne. You need Johnny Newton. You need Javon Kinlaw, Dietrich Wise, and Dorrance Armstrong. You need them in there stopping the run, period. We should not have to stop we shouldn't have to stop the run to do that. Like you said, Bobby Wagner was coming downhill clean all week. We need a repeat performance of that. And the final thing, what's the plan to stop Parsons and Gary? Listen, we're going to see a lot of good edge rushers during the season, and Parsons is one of those ones for real. Rashawn Gary is very good. They also have to be mindful that if they aren't disciplined in their approach, they're going to get killed by Jaden Daniels. If they're not disciplined on their approach, Jaden Daniels gets out of there. It's going to be big plays all day. It's going to be one of those 100-yard rushing performances like the Atlanta Falcons. Ask the Atlanta Falcons when they was coming at him what happens if you aren't disciplined when you're rushing the quarterback. So I feel confident that we'll have a game plan for it. Micah Parsons is going to somehow get his at certain points of this game. We're not going to completely shut him out, but I've seen a worser version of this offensive line shut out some very good pass rushers. So I think we're good in all three departments, man. Thank you for the three-parter per usual. C-Mac, y'all go ahead and finish this one out.
Ed, take us home.
Yeah, no, I think Joey Jr. did a good job of dialing some stuff up. We talked about the stunts and twists, and Rico was talking about how, guys were, having fun on defense where they're standing up and doing exotic things. So keep doing that. Javon Kinlaw winning his matchup, Deron Payne winning his one-on-one matchup where we only bring 4. Johnny Newton coming off the bench with 5 pressures. That's how you wreak havoc and cause Russ to throw those lollipop pads. A couple of the moon balls he was throwing up there. They can do similar things to Jordan Love. Like Rio was saying, they just got to catch it. Quan almost had one if we didn't have a penalty from Bobby Wagner. Will Harris had a really nice forced fumble on Russell Wilson, so plays like that. All-Pro Revo almost had a 4. He was a half a second away from forcing a fumble on Tyrone Tracy. So, peanut punch. Those are some of the things that they need to do. I do want to see them. I really want to see clips in practice. This is just an afterthought of them doing the peanut punch drill. I think they do it, but we don't really see it like in training camp and stuff. Like we see other teams do that. So that's something I want to see them do more. They are on the jugs machine. Joe Witt Jr. does that in practice, which I do like that with the DBs. But yeah, they just got to be ready for the opportunity because they're going to get opportunities with Jordan Love. He's going to give them one. The guy from, I keep forgetting his name, the linebacker dropped one from the Lions. So they just got to come up with it. So they're going to get opportunities. Josh Jacobs, yeah, I think we can, stop him with the front 4 that we got. Javon Kinlaw, if he wreaks havoc again like he did against the Giants. Deron Payne, once again, Johnny Newton off the bench. Dorrance, just setting the edge. We have better edge setters than what we did last year, where we struggled setting the edge when running backs get to the outside. So that's going to be huge. And then the plan to stop Parsons and Gary. Like I said last year, like with Myles Garrett, 0 sacks, 0 pressure. So there was a lot of games where we neutralized edge rushers just because of the quarterback that we have, the speed where he's laughing at guys like Brian Burns, where he just gets away and on 4th and 3 or 3rd and 3 where he can run for a first down, getting the ball out quick, chipping, helping out Josh Connolly because I think Tunsil's going to be fine. So, just chipping Micah Parsons. Yeah, there's going to be opportunities where he does make a play because he's just that talented. But just the formula that we've had like last year and so far, we do a good job of neutralizing elite pass rushers. Like I said, Trey Hendrickson, TJ Watt. There's a lot of guys that were rated. Brian Burns last year. This year he had a good game, but Thibodeau was silent again. Dexter Lawrence silent again. So we've seen and we've gone through a gauntlet of really, really good pass rushers and done a heck of a job against them because of the quarterback and Cliff dialing up plays, getting the ball out quick to Eckler or whoever. So, I think we'll be fine.
Thanks again, Chris, for the super chat. Sean RHTTR, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the dime. Noah was trash. Jaden and Cliff were terrible early in this game. Why is Luke here? Chris Moore, just that game, done more than Luke has his entire career, and Chris Moore is trash. Hashtag get Luke the F out of here. Why are you so mad, Sean?
Shout out Luke, man.
He had a great block for the Debo Samuel touchdown, man. He blocked Abdul Carter, man.
And he had a good kickoff return.
At Crystal City.
And I'm not sure if Sean was there or not. the crazy part is he did all of that just to take a shot at Luke. Like, why?
That's real hatred.
Why everybody else got to catch strays just so you can get at Luke?
Deep-rooted generational hatred, man.
God, he went in his Jerry Jones bag right there. Like, yikes.
He made a hashtag out of it. That's how
yeah. And then had a nerve to throw praying hands at the end.
Yeah, he mean egg, but you always end with love. That's his equivalent to shout out too. So
yeah, clearly. Cruising 26. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
Respect the cruising.
Yeah, respect for sure, man. I ain't seen too many of y'all show up. Who writes, I don't care what the score was. You guys dominated from start to finish. A very one-sided game. Congrats. And Cruising always show up. He always posts. So
yep.
I don't ever got to worry about Cruising, letting off shots and ducking. He always show up. Greg Moore, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Kings.
Hey.
Great content as usual, man. We appreciate that. I feel like we need a vet backup tight end to sub Ertz out sometimes. Gerald Everett, I think he could be a good fit for cheap. I don't think they're going to go outside of the tight end room they already have. They already got 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because they got Yankoff as well. I don't see them going outside of the group.
I think that's what they want Senate to be at some point, but still to be determined.
Yeah. And it's hard because, again, who you not throwing the ball to give Ben Simmons an opportunity to get the rock. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too many options for him to even be in the mix. He didn't really even play, though, in the game. I think he had 4 snaps total offensively.
Other than special teams,
yeah.
Ben Simmons was out there on punt team.
Yeah. And like we said, he was not very good at that. Yeah.
No.
Duncan Wright, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the dime. Who writes, yo, Rio, you checked your podcast and found out I wasn't a top 50 fan. Come on, Rio. I've been with you from the very beginning. Not cool. You're a fraud. And you a fraud too, Lou. Thank you.
we don't pick the criteria for that, Duncan. I guess he's talking about, how you could click on the live stream and it says top fans and stuff like that. Yeah. We don't power rank that like the pundits of NFL when they come on a Tuesday morning after the week finish. That's an algorithm based. I don't have anything to do with that.
I don't even know what he's talking about. I mean,
I'm be totally honest. I've never clicked on one of them lists and saw it. I just saw that it's there.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
So when you if you go on YouTube and click this stream where we're live right now, there's a function on there where it says like top fans or some shit.
I thought that was based off of like who's commenting or something.
It's something of that sort, but like I think that's what he's talking about, and we don't control any of that.
Yeah. And you talking about like the little purple crowns and all that?
Yeah, all that.
Yeah. That's based off of who's commenting. You get points based off of how many times you comment this, that, and the third. I think that's the gist of it. But you don't deserve to be in the top 50 of anything, Duncan.
Shout out Drunken Duncan.
You're our guy. You're always going to hold you down, but you don't deserve to be in the top 50 of anything. So just understand your place in the pecking order, my friend. All right.
Hey, Duncan is a day one though, man. You gang. You always gang. You root for the wrong team, but you gang.
Hey, he really deep down inside, he's a Commanders fan.
He likes us.
His family, his mom is a Commanders fan. He really is a Commanders fan. He just won't come out of the closet.
I know he got a Jaden jersey sitting in the closet waiting on him. Just waiting on the day.
He had it laid out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Tuck, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kraft at 2 and 5.
Yeah, the 2.5 catches, or is that?
Yeah. I think that's what he was talking about. So not 2 and 5, 2.5. And we took him at 2.5. He feels like he's a pretty safe bet to have 3 catches in this game.
He definitely getting that.
Jack Tup, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Writes, we need to control the clock. That means rushing. And is Jack one of us? You guys know Jack? Because I don't know Jack. Jack could be a Packer fan for all I know.
I'm not sure, man, but let's assume he's with us.
Okay. Assuming that he's with us, we need to control the clock. Rio basically said if we play Commander football, that's going to happen naturally because that's going to require us to put together those 11, 12, 13 play drives. that we were very capable of doing on Sunday, but we just couldn't get out of our own way with all the penalties that we kept incurring. So if we just eliminate the mistakes and the penalties and the drops, etc., we're going to do that just off the strength of us being who we are.
Yep.
So, and that doesn't necessarily mean running the football a ton, but we did run the ball 32 times for 220 yards and average 6.9 yards a carry.
It's a cheat code when your quarterback can run for 70 effortlessly. It did not feel like Jaden had 70 yards on Sunday.
It was wild.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
That definitely started to make me feel like, damn, that 5,000 total we was talking about the other day, that shit, because Jaden left like 80 something yards on the field on Sunday. Like I was thinking like, oh, this could be an easy 300 plus yards a week between both rushing and passing.
Listen, we had that conversation about him coming out the gates on some like I'm about to be the league MVP type shit. He had a shot.
Yep, he did.
He had a shot on Sunday. He definitely left some opportunity out there because he had a shot to throw for 330, rush for that same 70, combine for over 400, throw for 3 touchdown passes. You know, he had a chance to really, really set the tone.
We let the Giants off the hook mismanaging time because we should have scored 6 right before halftime too.
Yep, facts. Big time. Even Brady was like, yo, I wouldn't have used my timeout right there.
Yeah.
And he caught the intentional grounding too.
Yeah, that timeout with 28 seconds left, and then the running QB. Wild. I mean, they run the QB draw that led to you having to call the time. I don't know what any of that was.
Yeah,
and then Rio retweeted the play to show on. I think it was the intentional grounding. Debo Samuel was wide open.
But he was under immediate pressure, and the read obviously started from the left. But Debo is standing by himself
in the right corner of the end zone. He was staring down Zach Ertz.
We were literally trying to rush to get the play off.
It was no time left. Like that's why I said it was so dumb. Like it was stupid what they did. Greg Moore, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, my boy is a diehard Packers fan. He said 2 of them might be out, Aaron Banks and Zach Tom. I know about Zach Tom. He literally injured his oblique during the game against Detroit. I didn't know about Aaron Banks. I did see him on the injury report, but Ed brought Aaron Banks up and said that he might miss this game too. So that is something to keep an eye on with this quick turnaround. Zach Tom is a big part of their offensive line as one of their tackles. So that could be a big advantage for us up front.
Him in that corner, I think his name is Nate Hobbs.
Yeah. And they already thin at corner as is.
The cornerback room already weak. So, hey, go ahead, bring them third stringers out versus this wide receiver core. Have fun with that.
Cool G. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the Dubsky, who writes, that game was not closer than the score indicated. We dominated the Lions. Y'all acting like y'all played the Eagles last week. Y'all played the Giants. Relax. This will be a good game under the Lambeau lights. I think we all said that it was going to be a good game. None of us said we expect to blow you guys out. We just confident in our ability to go in there. And this is the thing. This is what you got to understand, Cool G. We have Jaden Daniels and you don't.
We road dogs, man. We take our show on the road, man. We have our most impressive games on the road, bro. That's where we put our points up.
We went into Detroit last year
45
and beat the Lions, something you couldn't do. Okay. We went into Tampa Bay last year and beat 2 division winning teams in their building last season. We are very well traveled on the road and very well tested on the road. So we feel confident we can go in there. Now, I'm not saying that it's definitely going to happen, but we feel good about our chances going in there and winning. It's going to be a fun game. I agree. And we think your Packers are a very good team, Cool G.
I even like the way we preparing for this shit. This feel like the week we went to Arizona. They had practice in they cool little jersey T-shirts and shit. The vibes is fire. Don't it feel just like that Arizona week?
It do. It definitely do.
Coming off prime time. Yeah. We stayed the whole week up there.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, man. They definitely had some good vibes. They even
little store-bought jersey shirts and shit.
Yeah. My son had his on the other day after the win, man. They was even playing a little go Pack go shit at practice to make sure they get them prepared for that and the extra crowd noise and whatnot, man. Feeling really good about it though. Feeling really good about it. Bird song.
Man, hey, I wore that shirt, man. I got so many compliments. I went to the gym and everything like that, bro. Again, I'm in Atlanta, and I like, yo, that shirt is crazy.
And he got the whole set now. He got hoodies, shirts, and everything that he just posted on Instagram today. So y'all make sure y'all go holler at his Instagram, spelled right like his name right there, and he got him.
I know of my guy.
I got the link right here if I need to put it in the chat. I literally have it sitting right here.
Drop it in there. Drop it in there, bro. I had somebody email me and told me
into YouTube here. I'll put it in the private chat and somebody transfer it. I have the link. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah. My guy Navy Ramjet, he said he just copped 2 of them joints. Yeah. So shout out to Birdsong. He writes, Cosme not even playing yet. Let it sink in. LOL. We feel like it's only going to get better up front for sure.
You got a nice front. That's nice. We do too.
Birdsong. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, who records the sack this week? Who forces a turnover?
Mikey Sanderson catches an interception this week.
That's a good candidate.
I got Dorrance Armstrong sack. You can't lead the NFL in pressures and not get you one the next week. And then I got Quan Martin, bro. He's just right. If it's not for a random, I can't even remember what the penalty was on that play, but I don't remember it affecting Quan Martin's ability to get that interception.
It was the Bobby Wagner penalty.
Yeah, I think he's just itching, man.
I think Louvu and Dorrance get a sack, and Mikey forces a turnover.
Oh man, a Frankie Louvu bounce back game would be so huge. He was like the weakest link on defense last week, and
I need him on demon time. And so Louvu and Dorrance for a sack, Mikey with a pick for me.
Yeah, Von Miller gets on the board for the first time as a commander.
I love that.
And I wouldn't be shocked if he was the one that forced the fumble that's recovered by Deron Payne.
Okay,
I got Deron Payne in the sack, especially with the potential of who's Aaron Banks being out. Even if he is in, I think he'll get a sack anyway. But the turnover, that is tough. I'm gonna say Bobby. I'm gonna say Bobby Wagner forces a fumble. I'll say that.
Should be fun. I think we get one this week. Cool G, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, bro? Stop glazing that Giants game. Real comp on Thursday. We looking forward to
Let's get it.
We got a job to do over here, and that is to put a bow on the prior week before getting to y'all. We gonna get to y'all. And y'all gonna get this work Thursday.
Hey, and this is the thing, Cool G. Win or loss, come back and see us. We gonna be here whether we win or lose. We gonna be here. You know where to find us. Ain't no ducking, ain't no hiding. We gonna be here whether we win or we lose on Thursday. Can you say the same? That's all we asking. All right. Be present and accounted for. Should your boys be 1-1 come Friday night or Friday morning? Supreme Chancellor, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being in. Thank you for the dime, who writes, I think Love's ability to scramble likely going to hurt us. We have to stay disciplined. Hail Legion. Yeah, Legion. Thank you, guys. Appreciate each of your takes and styles. Love definitely is mobile, but like I wouldn't put him in like the Caleb Williams slippery category, right? Like Caleb just be running around like a chicken with his head cut off and finding a way to avoid sacks. Like Jordan is mobile, but he not smoking nobody out here. Like if we rush in our proper rush lanes and don't give him a direct path in the C gap to just take off and run, I don't see him hurting us with his legs. He's more like a Russell Wilson type of dude where you can get to him. Yeah, he's not going to get away, but if you give him a direct path where he can get away, Russ is even more slippery because he's short. It's easy to lose Russ in the mix. I think we can corral Jordan Love and not allow him to run. He want to stay back there in that pocket and throw anyway.
He doesn't look at his numbers right now. He had 83 yards rushing last year. His longest run was for 13 yards, actually 14 yards, which is pretty low. I mean, it's pretty normal, but you know, Gene's gonna run for like 25, 30. But yeah, George Love he's not looking to run. That's not his. He's
not. And last year, in his defense, he was banged up. Week 1 against the Eagles, he hurt his leg in that game, and so that pretty
hampered Brazil field.
Yeah, that field was nasty last year. Yeah, so, his defense, but like you said, he ain't really looking to run for it.
Not looking to run. He has the it's not his throwing hand, but he has a thumb or wrist injury. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, it's a thumb. It's his like thumb on his.
I'll tell you what, Jordan Love and they whole receiver room are always on the injury report. And I know that sounds ironic considering our quarterback's currently on our injury report as well, but that ain't nothing to worry about. That's why we ain't mentioned it 3 hours and 18 minutes into this stream. But they quarterback and they receivers are always on the injury report.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. All right. We're going to take a quick break, get a word from one of our sponsors, come back on the other side, and get to the rest of these supers. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat in the games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips. Play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. All right, man. Shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this stream, man. We can't thank them enough for sponsoring this channel. And you can go to the Sleeper app. It's down in the description of this video. The link is to go to where you can download the app. You won't be sorry. I'm telling you right now, it adds so much enjoyment to your sports watching. I can't tell you how much fun we've had. You've been here with us. If you haven't, and this is your first time, you saw how long we were over here mulling over our picks. It's been so fun. My wife is like, bro, you have to put that app down. And I can't. I'm sorry. I'm just having so much fun with it. Go and download the app. Use our promo code Kings25, which will allow you to put $100 down on it, which will give you 100% match on a deposit up to $100. So again, you put $15 in, they're gonna match it $15. You put $50 in, they're gonna match it with 50, and you all the way up to $100. So you put 100 in, they're gonna give you $100 also, in addition to your 100 to be able to spend on the app. So what are you waiting on? Take advantage of this opportunity. Sleeper is a fantasy sports and real money gaming app that focuses on bringing people together through sports and gaming. And I can tell you right now, it has brought a lot of people together on my end, as well as allowed us to have some fun. So get the Sleeper app today. And again, turn every day into a potential payday.
Yes, sir.
Kings 25.
Kings 25.
All right. So back on the prowl. Chris Hunter, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Chris writes, Terry game loading. Hope he shook off the cobwebs. If he was in shape, he would have ran under that deep ball. No, we can't do that. We can't do that, Chris.
That was on 5. A couple people
bro.
did. I said, I know we love 5. And
Yeah,
we defend everything, but
can't do that.
Nah, that one was not.
Can't let you get away with that one, Chris. Like 11 is their best playmaker, but Mikey getting 1. You know, Jaden Reed is like that. He's an upper echelon too, I believe, in the league. I think Rio and Rico named the 2 guys that I think have a chance to get an interception. It's either Mikey or it's Quan. They seem to be the only 2 that's around the ball to pick it off. If they make a mistake, though, it feels like if they make a mistake around either one of the boundary boys, shit could get ugly quick.
Very.
This feels like a game where Terry, you know, shows up. Like the Cincinnati game last year. What was it? 4 for 100 on the dot?
It was something crazy like that. Yeah, 4 for 100 on the dot. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm about to say, because even when Terry go off, he don't actually go off. It feels like
it should have been 2 touchdowns, but you know, he just caught it and dived to the ground.
Right. That was a weird one. It felt like his feet clicked together or something.
Yeah, his momentum just like kind of took him.
I hope a Terry game is coming. This feels like, because I feel like after what Debo did in week 1, teams have to be more cognizant of Debo now. And maybe that gives him more opportunities to get one-on-one, because Jaden after the game said they were doubling Terry pretty much the entire game, except for the opportunities that he took to throw the ball to Terry. So, you know, we'll see. Sherrod Ursery, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Giants fan friend called Bill an industry plant.
What does that mean?
That's crazy.
Man,
Not
that's
an
wild.
industry plant is
No
crazy.
way. I mean, look,
Ain't no way.
I will say this. The Bill Mania has been wild.
Oh,
And
it's been
the way that this shit is taken off after one game, like for us, we've been building this hype all off season, right? From the moment he got drafted, hell, for some of us before he even got drafted, we were singing the Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt song. But I'm not gonna hold you. Like Rio in our group chat sent us rather a link to a tweet on X where a Chiefs fan was like, "Yo, we out here waiting on Pacheco to pop," but
he said everybody out here spawning electric running back, and we waiting on Isaiah Pacheco to finally pop.
Yeah, pretty much. So like everybody knows about Bill at this point.
Did you see the scrum around him at practice
today?
That
shit looked like a starting quarterback was being made available to the media at their locker.
He looked like Rico at the meet and greet at the Commanders King. Shit, man, that's what Bill looked like. Bill got motion like Rico.
Hey, look, man, you ain't lying, bro. Like that was crazy. They had whole light camera action setups, full news kits. Like it was wild. I've never seen anything like that for anybody other than a quarterback. That was crazy. Not an industry plant. That's hilarious, bro. Maroon and Mustard podcast. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, defense equals dynasty. If our defense stays dominant, we are literally unstoppable. I don't disagree with that. If our defense is good with the way our offense can perform on a weekly basis, we're going to be a hard team to beat. That was the one thing we were really missing last year was a consistent defense. If we have that, good luck. Brandon B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, go Pack, go.
Boo.
Boo this man. What up, Brandon?
See you, man.
Big Money Sonny, our guy, Big Money.
Shouts out, man.
Thank you to the Big Money Sonny. Thank you for the dime ski.
I'm one and on that league, Sonny. I'm not playing with y'all this year.
He letting you know what's good. What up, y'all? Salutes. Says team looks sloppy, but hey, it was week 1. 5 gonna promote that weed like Louie do. Hey, Rico, I know you saw that $150 in the Cherry Squad League, my boy. Let's get it.
Yeah, I ain't scored that much, but I won though. I'm gonna see when I play him. I'm gonna see him when we play.
Shit, it wasn't 20, but still I scored, man. Grande Groove, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. What up, Grande Groove? I feel like it's been a minute since we chopped it up. Grande Groove, what's good with you? He says, Kings, we still streak breakers? Hell yeah, that ain't stopped. That ain't stopped. We ain't won at Lambeau since when? And we got to get the exact number. It's out there floating around. We heard 88 tonight, 86. It's somewhere in the 80s, bro. And whatever it is, that's nasty. Okay. Super. That is absolutely disgusting that it's been that long. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. Ain't that right, Rio?
Us. Yep, somebody got to do it. Why not us, bro? We streak breakers. We take our show on the road. We live and thrive for these moments. And our quarterback was made to play in front of a national audience. So enjoy y'all 1 week of media darlingship.
That's right.
Yeah,
what he said.
That happened still before we were born. It's got to be broken. But Jaden is broken. We broke a lot of streaks. The whole 2005 playoff win. Make it to the NFC Championship since 1991 or 92. Like there was a lot of streaks that were broken last year. A lot of streaks. So
speak for yourself, Ed.
Oh yeah.
Neither of them were before my time. Duncan Wright, thank you for the super
old
chat.
Ass.
I humbly accept that. Duncan Wright, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up with rights. When you guys lose, I don't want to see none of you Kings fans hiding like cockroaches from me. We cool. You know where to find us, bro.
Yeah, about to say we out here.
Yeah, come on now. You know where to find us, guy.
We're doing
you know what it is.
Through bad years, so come on now.
Of course.
We've been through so much worse.
Of course. Come on now. Stop it. Grande Groove, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Giants fans crash out videos almost got me fired. First of all, those were not safe for work. So I hope you were not watching those with the volume up while at the JOB.
Whole lot of MFers, man.
Oh man, their mouths were disgusting, bro. Yikes.
Pirates.
Man, it was rough.
Man, the New York accent just makes everything so much funnier too, bro.
Man, it was.
I do.
I ain't even gonna hold you though. I enjoyed it.
I did.
I definitely enjoyed it.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was watching the Sunday night game, and on the commercials, I would hit play. I would pause it when the game came back on. When it went to commercial, play and watch them crash out. It was a good mix, bro. It was a good cocktail. I enjoyed it. This was what I was talking about to y'all right here. You see this? You see this? What I'm talking about?
Yeah, that name is crazy.
That's wild.
You can't even read that out loud. That is nuts, bro.
I say I'm on probation, bro. You trying to get me got, bro?
Profile. The profile picture was crazy. I don't know what the profile picture is either, though.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So it's
right
like
there.
a hot dog. I don't know. I'm scared.
No, that's wild.
Yeah, I just called him. I just called him Inches. Mr. Inches. That's what I called him, Mr. Inches.
Even then, now I don't know.
Just
call him 22. Just call him 22.
Yeah, that's still a dangerous. That's still Lou just be way too comfortable waiting in those waters, man.
Just say 22.
Lou just be hopping right in them waters, bro.
Mr. Inches. Honestly,
Rico said a disclaimer, man.
Honestly. That's Fat American, right? That's Fat American. That's why I call him Fat American. That's Fat American, man. Hey, yo, what y'all think of that defense? He just trolling at this point. He just did that because I said something about it earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a comment up here." But yeah,
and wording of Louie Tee do not directly reflect the Commanders Kings vocabulary. I don't know what. Yeah.
Hey, I try not to rope y'all in my nonsense. I still apologize to Ed for that one time that I had brought him into my chicane.
Oh, no, that was crazy, bro. That shit was aggressive. That shit, like, that's the type of shit HR need to come talk to Lou about that shit.
I still apologize for that one time.
On behalf of Ed Oliver, we need to step in.
Yeah, that was
we need to meet y'all in separate rooms and make sure
Lou might need to put all this shit in the box before he
Man, he gonna let me go back to my cubicle, man. They like, nah. Security's gonna escort you out. We'll bring your box to you downstairs, bro. That's crazy. He's back.
They are mad at you in the chat, bro. Mr. Inches, people saying they people saying you need a timeout.
Hey. So you say 22 is you say 22 is the name? And go with the number.
I'm just going with that. If anything, it sounds like a street, just maybe a little click or something. I don't know, but just not Inches, man.
Inches can mean so many different things.
Lou not allowed to go there with it, man.
Oh man. Fat American. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. LOL. Lou, you see Bad Dog go through stages of grief. It was crazy because he just went from thinking they had a legitimate shot at, like, this man was talking so reckless.
Crazy.
I mean, the stuff he was saying out of his mouth was ridiculous. So to see him go from 0 to 100 that quick,
yeah, it was crazy.
It was amazing.
They were gonna whoop us for him. Like he was saying, they were gonna whoop us.
No, dog, bro. We made over the years. We made them too comfortable talking to us like that.
Yep.
Don't like watch your mouth. You know who you're talking to.
And we need to take all of that power back.
Yeah, no, I'm in the process of doing that as we speak right now. Like you're gonna respect me like you do the Eagles and the Cowboys. You talk to us nice, okay? Watch your tone. Understand who you're in the presence of greatness right now. None of them have this. Watch your mouth and understand who you're talking to right now. Okay.
Don't let a preseason ever hype your head up again. Don't ever let that happen.
Yeah, no more hoops mixtape cut ups off of stupid games that don't count, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, they had to learn that lesson the hard way. I was about to say something crazy just now, and I just left that alone.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad that's growth, right? Hashtag growth, man.
Yeah. Fat American, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, man, say my name. Don't be scared. Say it with your chest out. Nobody's touching that, bro. Relax.
I'm too good.
Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Big Money Sonny. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Lou, I turned 50 this year and I saw all them joints. Ed, 5 gonna win this one for you. Rico, I'ma see you soon, my boy. Rio, you said Tutty is a black man.
He is, and I know exactly who he is now. I talked to him today.
He has proof of life.
Shout out my guy E-Man, man. Shout out to Emmanuel.
That's what is up, bro.
Nah,
Shout out to him.
Keep it under wraps, but
apparently his identity's out there, and he's even has it on his Instagram and stuff. I just never found that before until today because I made a short about it. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Big Money Sonny. Shout out to you for turning 50, man. That's
hey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
50 is the no 40.
I wish I could have seen those years, man, but I'm not an old head just yet. I'm getting there. But I wish I could have seen those years. Man.
Don't worry. We about to create some new ones.
Wait till I get a running back, Sonny. I'm gonna see you when I see you. Wait till I get at least a running back.
Grande Groove. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, that guy is a freak boy. That's Cleveland Farrell. Hey, chill out, man. Why Clee got to catch a stray, bro? Leave Clee out of this, man. Clee just minding his business. Did somebody pick him up? Is he on the NFL roster right now?
Cleveland Farrell?
Yeah.
Was in the so a random funny thing I was gonna say is that the Eagles, they worked out Jamin Davis and they worked out KJ Osborne.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
They do. They always trying to take our players, our players that we get up on. But Cleveland did work out for somebody. I did see that. He did get signed. I'm about to look it up actually. But no, we can keep moving. Cleveland Farrell's not worth looking at it.
Gotcha. That's a clean chair shot, Ed.
Ed funny as shit, man.
Hey, Clee ain't worth that time, bro. Keep it pushing. Fats, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, 3-14 team go 3-0 in the preseason, then talking crazy. Yeah, that's how that shit works. I think Rio was the one who said that the 0-16 Browns went like
the Lions. They both went undefeated in the preseason. Went out and ain't do shit.
Yeah. So that's how it be.
I can see them doing they won't, but I can see it.
He petty as hell.
I can see them doing it. I really could. I can see 0-17. I can see the first 0-17 team in the history of the NFL. I can see it.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna go.
Somebody got to do it. Why not them?
Yeah, they're gonna beat the Saints at least.
It will be Jackson Dart versus Rattler, so it will be a toss up.
You see, this man changed his name.
There you go. You did it. That's all you. You did it.
Fats, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. He says, "Yo, y'all going to any of the games this year?"
I'll be there next week. Raiders game.
I'm trying to go to one of the home. Well, of course, I'm going to the Falcons game, but I'm trying to catch one in Maryland too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to do the Raiders game too. That's what I'm trying to go to.
I think we were all trying to do that at one point.
Hey man, big link up, Lou. Go ahead, pop out, Lou.
Hey, look, man, you already know that's tough for me to do, but I'm gonna see what them ticket prices talking.
That nigga not going. He's not going to that fucking game.
I'm gonna see what them ticket prices talking about. Then he come back and
boy ain't going to no goddamn game.
Now I'm gonna see what them ticket prices talking about, man. This is the best shot. If I was ever going to one at Northwest, this would be the one. So I'm gonna see what these ticket prices talk about because I tried to cop a couple.
This
for the
is
Giants.
one of the top 2 affordable games of the year because them tickets is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed. Shout out to my guy who gave me the couple tickets that I got because I would not be going if they was not giving it to me.
Man, I'm gonna have to check and see, man. Grande Groove, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. He writes, I missed the beginning of the live. Who y'all X factor for the Packers and who impacted the most against the Giants?
X factor against the I mean, are we allowed to use Debo again? Because Debo he seems like he's too important to call an X factor.
Yeah, I mean you could use him as an X factor.
I'm gonna say Laramie Tunsil outside of that one play where he just let somebody go right by. I think it was
that was. I think he said they said that he thought it was gonna be a spike.
Okay,
yeah. Outside of that,
because he was the one that was the furthest down the field in the Debo run, and then he was shutting everything else down on the left side, outside. And then it was like one time somebody beat him with like an inside move or something. But other than that, Laramie Tunsil was so dominant in that game, and that's why you traded for him, and that's why we plan on paying him big money, eventually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess so. First, I was gonna say Debo, but I'll say Kinlaw. If Kinlaw can just blow stuff up and disrupt the middle of the line, like I said, Aaron Banks or whoever may be out in the middle. Like I said, regardless if he is playing or not, if Kinlaw can just be a man amongst boys and just that chemistry with him and Daron Payne, if he can keep that going from week 1, that would be huge, man. So I think he can be the defensive line X factor for sure.
How about? So I got 2. How about Jalen Lane on a return?
That would be
as an
fine.
X factor. I could see him getting an opportunity to make something happen, and I'm ready to see him get some blocking first, so he got some space to operate, and then see what he can do with it. And then defensively, I think this Frankie Louvu got to step up in this game. I think he's due after the game he turned in. So yeah.
And I do want to see Marshawn, of course. I really want to see. There's no wide receiver 1, but I do want to see how he does.
That's. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Rights. Rio, like, nah, he ain't going.
Yeah, he certainly not going to that goddamn game.
That's normally the correct response there. When somebody does what I just did, it ain't happening. But I'm actually going to check on the tickets and see what they talking about price rise, and if they make sense, I might pull the trigger on a couple. Metaphor.
I'll see you later in the year, Lou. I'll see you at the next Commanders Kings live event, Lou.
Double up.
I like that metaphor. I like that a lot.
Hey, metaphor says y'all must be going to the February game though. Indeed.
I like that.
Indeed, we are. That's the plan, but that ain't it all the way out in Santa Clara.
Yep. Look at Lou already trying to get out of it. We ain't even punched the ticket yet.
Yeah, look, that's a long way. But hey, look, I'm there for it though. I'm there for it though. That's thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Rights. Any turnout for week 1? I heard it was 80-20 Skins fans.
Yeah, it was. They was deep. People were sending me all types of shit, friends. Shout out to everybody who sent me videos and pics from the stadium. Uncle Jay was giving me live updates from the game in my chat when I was live. So
no, they definitely showed us like what was really good out there, and it was crazy. Like we saw so many of the videos that they shot with the Greco-Roman imagery.
Oh, that shit is so cold. I played the whole player intro shit that someone put on Twitter on the
bro. They definitely somebody was like, yo, this will be fire on a night game. Turn the lights out. They're gonna do that shit too. It's gonna be crazy.
That was against a strong fan base too. This was not like the Falcons. This was a legit New York Giants. Like I've been to games where the Giants fans have taken over before, unfortunately. So that's awesome. I mean, the Giants they may be our homecoming game for I hope the NFL they schedule them like in the beginning of the season. That can be like our homecoming game. Like that's like Division II opponent, that we just blow out every year, to start the season off. And we had a couple people fighting. We beat up a Giants fan. I don't.
I seen that. That was one of the nastiest unseasoned fights in the history of fight. Yo, come on, guys.
Everybody got touched up on that one. That was nothing clean about that one. But we, just like in the game, it was sloppy, but we prevailed.
I don't condone violence. Yeah, but we look like they got him up out of there. So, but no, the fans, man, that I saw a lot of videos too, Rio, and just the tailgates too. Like, tailgates look lit. The tailgates are always lit, but the tailgates look super, super lit this time.
Shout out to my folks over at the Command Corner. If you stop by the Red Zone lot, everyone's invited. Go to the Command Corner, holla at Brandy and Chuck. I saw everybody stopping by that joint. Smoot, players, media, everybody was going by there. Go to the Command Corner if you.
Oh yeah, and then they showed the Santana Moss live stream on YouTube honoring him. So I love that we held it down for
the Tanner man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Facts. Did y'all watch his ceremony?
Yeah.
I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Threw that thing on the screen during halftime, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
So beautiful.
Grande Groove, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, man, y'all boys go to sleep except Rico. This man be up at 3 a.m. waiting for videos to render.
Definitely. I ain't gonna lie. I've been on I need to get back to sleep because my sleep schedule was thrown off last week because I had a lot going on over here. I need to take my ass to sleep when we get off stream.
You ain't lying. Facts. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, proposed a question in Rio's chat the other day. If Eagles call for Noah I, we taking a pick for that?
We gotta tax them. But if they paid the piper, I'm with it because they could sure use them some Noah I because Adoree Jackson's looking like flaming charcoal chicken over there right now.
Yeah, they work out.
Take a pick.
So they might sign him. But to answer the question, no, I wouldn't make it. I'm done trading with the Eagles.
It depends on what the pick is. And like Rio said, you gotta give them some of that division tax. So if they willing to pay the tax, and I'm like I said, it's only so much you would be willing to give up for Noah Igbenogany. Let's not try to turn him into some kind of, difference making corner. Like they need a starting corner. He's not a starting corner.
But you got a third for Jahan, so we got to start at third for Noah I if he's gonna be starting.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all set the precedent, and not us. Y'all made the rules. Y'all made the rules.
Y'all did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's wild. There's no way you're getting anything above a 6. And I said I'm not giving them away for anything less than a 5th. So that's crazy.
Yeah, we've been marathon streaming like I still can't believe we went for 6 hours on Saturday night, the day before a 1 o'clock kick. We do it different over here on the Kings, man.
Yeah, that was wild, but it was worth it. It worked out. We got the Dubski, had a great time,
and we did it all for the Legion, the Kings Legion, baby. Look at that.
Yeah,
man.
hey,
hell yeah,
wrap it up, man. Hell yeah.
I think Legion is officially official, man. Oh,
I think you're right.
We're here, man. We're a day before week 2. We made it.
Man, this is a big game. And I used to, before these type of games, beg the team to not embarrass me.
Yep.
Now, I don't even think in that way. I'm just like, go out and do what you do. And based off of what they did in week 1, I think the level of focus is going to be heightened in this game. And I expect them to come out here and show why this team and the fan base has Super Bowl aspirations. Y'all got anything to add before we get out of here?
Hey, man, just to be prepared for a show. This is what we do. This is what our quarterback was built for. And Dan Quinn told y'all we packed that thing on us too. They got to stop us just like we got to stop them. Burgundy on gold for the first time at night. Burgundy on gold for the first time on the road. Let's put on a show in our best fits, man.
And I just want us to go out there and make a statement. Again, a lot of people are hyping up the Packers right now, deservingly so. But we need to, make sure we throw them a little bit further down the food chain. We deserve to be above. I think they're a top 7 team in the NFL, but we deserve to be above them.
Yep.
Time to make a statement. You got anything, Ed?
Yeah, we got a guy in 5 that shows up in big moments like this, man. So we're gonna see him, talking and smiling and laughing at guys while he's running past him. So man, it's gonna be a huge game, man. I can't wait.
Neck pillow Ed telling you to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's without saying a word. Ed has told
without
you
saying a
everything
word,
you
trying to get up out of here. He
communicate.
pull out the neck pillow.
He said, "Yeah, fellas,
It's
time to get on that flight."
Shout out to Sleeper once again for sponsoring this stream, man. Do yourselves a favor, download the app, use the promo code Kings25 to get a 100% deposit match on up to $100. Man, we can't tell you how much we appreciate Sleeper and how much fun we've been having with their app, and you can too. Download the app, make sure that you are able to use it in your state, and let's go make some money. All right.
Do it, man.
So, with that said, we are going to get out of here. We thank each and every single one of y'all for joining us tonight. You know what it is. If you come at these Kings, you best not miss. Until next time, we out of there. Peace.
Shout out to Gabe. Show of hands in the NFC East if your quarterback's thrown for 200 yards. Just us. Just kidding. Can't relate.
Peace.
Jalen Hurts is still a running back.